𝗦𝘁𝗲 is here with headlines. Let's get her in. They were discussing on the wrap-up show that 𝗦𝘁𝗲 is in love with me, and I don't see it.
I heard that discussion.
Yeah.
I heard that too.
Yeah. Are you in love with me?
Lovingly.
Are you in love with me?
No.
I don't get that vibe.
Would you give Beth a vial of AIDS?
Is that
Get
what
her
it was
out of there. That's what.
No.
That's what Sal said.
I said to Gary this morning because I heard the wrap-up show. I go,
I heard that too.
I said, do you really feel that Lisa's in love with me? This was off the air.
No, that's not what they said. They said that I stare at you lovingly and longingly at the TV monitor in Gary's office.
And Gary said to me, he said, Howard, no, all jokes aside, Lisa's so in love with you. And I mean, I would like you to come clean if you are. I would be very complimentary.
All right, Lisa, let's start with this.
Oh, God,
Howard's single. Howard's single, you're single. If Howard's single, if he asked you out, would you go out with him?
Of course I would.
Right.
I have good taste.
I'm telling you, Howard.
Lisa.
So she clearly likes you, that she's physically attracted to you and all that stuff. I noticed it on my own, but like 6 of us, 7 of us, 10 of us out there noticed it all independently.
But isn't it her job to sort of follow me
and watch the
pay
TV
attention?
monitor?
You can follow someone. There's a way that she looks at you when I'm telling you, her eyes lock on that monitor, Howard,
right.
and it's just this loving stare. I'm telling you, the way she talks about you, she waxes poetic. I'm telling you, Ronnie,
Oh,
do you agree?
Go. Come on, guys. Everyone, come on in. Jump on
Good.
in.
She stands in Scott's studio, and her eyes and everything.
Everything. Her eyes and everything.
Everything
fiber.
everything that you say, it's like, oh, he's so brilliant. Oh,
Really?
Did not
he
say
looks
that.
so good today.
Look,
Oh.
look
Oh,
where this is
please,
coming
Lisa,
from.
give me a friggin' break.
You do. You. It's more than
do
just.
not.
It's
I
more
mean,
than just
she-
following a guy. You comment on his moves.
On his moves?
in a way like you talk about what he said. Ronnie's right. What he said is brilliant. What he's wearing today is amazing. What he did is
not.
you
What he
do.
says is
Hey, you want to know
amazing.
something, Lisa? If you're in love with me,
No,
just
if
set
I-
yourself free and just admit it. and just get it over
Is
with.
it
Come on,
possible
Lisa.
she's
Lisa,
talking
you know
about-
it's true.
Is it possible she's talking about Scott?
No.
You guys said she loves me more than Sal.
That's what
Oh,
the
definitely,
discussion
definitely.
was yesterday.
Yeah.
Because Sal really loves me.
No, dude. In a minute, she'd be jumping all over you. I'm telling you.
Wow.
I have good taste. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If that's the case, then thank you, Lisa.
Now I'm embarrassed to look at you.
Don't be
Maybe she
embarrassed.
is in love with you,
Maybe you are. Maybe you are.
and you're
What?
just
So what?
not expressing it because he's already taken.
No, I have great admiration for you. I think that's a loving thing
I'll give
to
you the
say.
key question, and this is what determines it. And listen, this is a tough question to ask you. Have you ever thought about me
No.
while pleasuring yourself?
No.
Never.
Have you ever pleasured
No.
yourself? Is the question.
No, I'm not asking
When
that.
was the
That's
last
none of my
time?
business.
What year was that?
Stop
That's
it.
none of my business.
Right.
What I'm saying is, if you want to know if you're in love with me, the first step would be whether or not you thought about me sexually when you were alone.
No.
But maybe she won't let herself
Right.
do that because
No,
you're already taken.
Why
See-
can't I have great admiration for Howard Stern?
Can I give you my opinion, Howard? Lisa's. I'm not saying she's not sexual, but sexuality isn't the top thing for her. When she fantasizes about you, it's not sex. It's
Alive together.
a life together. Exactly.
have you
Lisa
ever
sees
done
herself
that?
more in the wedding dress than she does at the wedding night.
can't I have the ring?
Oh, she's in the dress.
Oh,
she's not on
please.
the
That's
night.
desperate
do
and
these guys
pathetic.
do these guys have you right that you're more
No.
about the wedding than the wedding night?
The wedding?
Yeah,
No.
he says you fantasize about the life you could have, not the sex you
I
could
don't
have.
fantasize about that.
I think
with
you're very
you.
together.
What?
I think you're very together.
Oh, thank you.
What doesn't make her not together to
Do you ever pretend you're Beth?
No.
That was a great laugh,
That's
Lisa.
Sal
funny.
does.
That's funny.
I can
I
see.
laugh because I'm like, I've got, I'm 5'3". My weight goes to my thighs.
How about when you were drawing pictures of the ring and everything? I mean, do you?
Oh, I
do
thought
you-
that was
Do you
fun.
hang it on the wall in your house and
No.
stare at it and say, "I
That's
wish I was
pathetic.
wearing that ring"?
No, but Howard, she talked about the ring, and I know this is a woman thing, past the news thing. As a news reporter, she had to describe the ring, but she
Got
talks about it.
excited. She brings excitement to her job.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying
Yeah.
she loves you.
That was a big piece of ice. That was some piece of bling.
Women like that.
God.
It's beautiful.
Bling. I could see Lisa blowing off her old friends. Oh, no. I've got to go out to the Anguilla on the jet.
Wait, Beth is on the phone. She wants to say something. Yes, honey.
Hi, honey.
Hi, sweetheart. Yes.
Get this yappy old Yenta off the air.
All right.
Beth.
Beth says, get your own man. Jessica Hahn, you're on the air.
Howard, remember when I was really in love with you? Remember how, like, I mean, Lisa could, like, listen to you on the air, but she has to watch because watching you is, like, all the little, she mentions the things you wear, your clothes, your hair. Lisa, you adore him. It's so cute. There's nothing wrong with telling him. I remember I did the same thing. I just had to see, like, your lips, the way everything would, I mean, I fantasize all the time about Howard.
Yeah, I should have banged you.
It's my
but I
job
just
to watch everyone.
Yeah, Jessica was real in love with me.
Well, Jessica, you're saying you used to. You were over it?
Well, you know.
I mean,
Reality.
we could get it going pretty quick.
It was so, I mean, I would stare at Howard. I remember at the award shows in L.A., I would just sit there and look at it. Like, you did all when you wear your glasses, how you took them off, even your lips do a certain thing. Oh,
And she used to come to my room and get naked for
I
me.
know.
And you know how I love her giggle when she talks to you. I'm the same way. I get so
I'd hit
happy.
L.A. and I would go, hey, Jessica, I'm here. Can you come over to my room and get
First
naked?
call you'd make.
Yeah.
Really?
Then she'd just be naked and trying different
Oh,
outfits.
she was always doing fashion shows.
She'd
and
do it for me.
I
somehow-
know.
She'd do it for me and my friends. Then she wanted
Robin was
me.
so cute. Robin was
She
so
always was
cute.
begging to give me a hand job at least, and I would be like, "Nah, I'm married." You know, I never went there, but I really kind of would have liked to have felt it.
Did you consider calling her after your divorce? Did you?
No, it broke my heart when I didn't know any of that was happening. I mean, that I wasn't there to be there. After.
To comfort him, yeah.
Yeah. She wasn't even there to comfort me. Yeah, Ron.
Yeah, I just remembered something. I think it was Monday. You were wearing a tank top. It was hot in here, and you were wearing
Yes,
a black
yes.
tank top.
Yeah.
And she was staring at you at the camera.
No, I said I didn't like
she
it.
goes, "Oh, Howard's wearing a
I
tank
did not.
top
I
today."
didn't like that look.
I didn't wear it for on air. I was hot in
You
here.
know, you're making things up.
No, we're not making things up. We
can
watch
hear
you
it.
also, just like you watch us.
I used to love Howard's hair. Like, I thought Howard had everything the best. His hair was just insane. It
Hey,
was
Jessica,
so
did you ever pleasure yourself to me?
All the time. You were like the only person I had on my mind. All the
Really?
time. In the
Wow.
tanning bed. What?
In the tanning bed.
You know, when I would tan, I mean, it's just, I thought, the whole scenarios and everything.
In the
It
nail
was always-
salon.
What were the
No,
scenarios?
just
What was
well,
the scenario?
tanning bed, you
Yeah.
were naked.
In the tanning bed.
Wait, so when you were in the tanning bed naked, what were you thinking about doing?
I would just think, like, it would have to be like a situation where we ended up, but it would be a whole thing to get to that place, but where we'd be together, just what I would do.
Did the
Did you
fantasy?
leave a mess on the bulbs?
No, I was like, think about him while I was tanning, but I
No,
would
those
think
bulbs will
about-
burn off all that jizz.
Okay.
No, I would think about while I was tanning, but I would think about being in the bedroom or something, but what I would do and how everything.
Did you ever think about like the fact that like I'm inside of you for like 1 second and I finish?
How realistic was it?
Anything you did would have been like I used to hear you talk about that, and I thought why is that a problem? Like I would that's what I would want to achieve. So if it was done in a second, that's great. Then
Wow.
it's done.
Boy,
I thought
that's
about
my
your
kind
height.
of girl. I should have done her. Because you know
I
what?
thought about how your height was and how I would maneuver all around. But
Well, you know how loving she is.
Crush.
So what was the hottest
it's
thing?
horrible.
What was the hottest thing we ever did together?
In my fantasies?
Yeah.
Oh, oh, please, I can't even
You put
say
your
it.
tongue up my ass?
No, I was very, no, none of that stuff. It was too good. It was great.
Wow.
It was just so sexy, but you were so, and your chest hair. I mean, everything.
Lisa, you having any of this going on?
No, if
Really?
anything, I was talking about your business savvy just this morning. It had nothing to
that's
do
Right, that's what she
No,
wants.
ask Brad
Now we
Driver.
know.
Right.
Just comes from a different place.
All right. Oh,
Well,
Jessica, thank you.
All right, baby, but she is.
Business savvy.
Have fun with it. You could just think
Lisa,
about it.
why don't you just come out of the closet, have fun with it, Jessica says, and you two can go to
Well,
the tanning bed.
You know,
What were you saying about his business?
why would you say this is Steve Langford? He's a news reporter too. We're both covering you, but
I'm
because
not
I'm
saying
looking
it.
at the monitor and I'm a woman, I'm looking at you lovingly.
What were you saying about his business savvy?
Just, I don't want to go there. But
Why?
It's about working in different mediums and being paid for them.
Right.
That's what I was talking
Oh,
about.
it's the whole package deal.
All right, thank you, Jessica. This is all very,
You
very
can't
nice.
separate
And
it
Lisa,
out.
if you are having these feelings for me, thank you. Believe me, there's nothing more of a compliment as what Jessica describes. And if this is going on in your home and the privacy of your mind, thank you for it. Thank you.
Oh, getting paid in different markets.
Oh.
Different mediums. Fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck me in all different mediums. Fuck me with a radio. Fuck me with a television. Fuck me with your book. Fuck me with your movie.
Are you done?
Fuck me with terrestrial radio. With satellite radio.
I'm just glad that this is Lisa's segment because I
funny.
used to get this all the time. Oh, Robin, you know you're in love with
Oh, you
Howard.
are.
Right.
Believe me, I feel bad for Jimmy. He's got to share. He's got to share you with me. Now, Robin's in love
Right,
with me.
right, right.
why
You
do
love me.
Why the hell am I wearing this black wig and
Well,
glasses?
who do you think loves you?
Who do I think loves me?
Yeah.
Robin.
Beth?
I love you. I can say that very honestly.
Thank you.
You would say that I'm in love with you,
Yeah,
which
you
is
are.
not true. Not the case.
All I'm telling you.
You know this.
I know when a woman.
This?
I
How do
know
you
when a woman.
this?
I know when a
See
woman's
this?
in love with me.
And what are the signs?
I don't see it in Lisa. I see it in you.
What are the
Oh,
signs?
interesting.
What are the signs?
Just look at you the way you're looking at me now. You're in love with me. It's just the way it is. You are, and that's it. Accept it, and that's it.
You know when it was
You will
evident?
never believe any
When
other way.
you're looking at me now, you can barely contain it.
But I do love you.
Yeah, you're in love with me.
Not in love.
You want it.
No, I don't.
Trust me, you do.
I do not. I do not want every inch of your love.
If Howard ever
No, you do.
made a move,
No, I'd run.
You
That'd be
would.
too scary.
You would love it. I think you dream of
Too
my ham
scary.
hands and
You don't have ham hands.
Ham
You have
hands.
nice long fingers.
that's
Don't
right.
worry, Robin. I put a little Vaseline on the tip of my dick.
That is not the case.
No, it's okay. You don't have to. It's
would
embarrassing.
it would be like incest, my dear.
All
and
right.
that is not appealing to me.
Well,
Robin,
it does, evidently.
Sweet Robin.
when we was in the shower, your butt cheeks were nice and warm.
Your 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗍.
Yeah.
Have you heard from Nick Manning, by the way?
Occasionally I hear from Nick Manning.
Really? He calls you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He called me on Thanksgiving to wish me a
No, I
happy Thanksgiving.
emailed him.
Wow.
I invited him to my cookie party, and he said, "Send my regards to Robin." So that's
Lisa.
Focused on her.
Lisa wants Nick Manning.
No.
Oh my God, he would unleash a lot, and
Yeah.
Lisa would never be the same.
He would free her, huh? She's locked down.
No.
You know,
I'll show you my business savvy. It's 8 inches long.
He is a good businessman.
oh, yeah.
That's right. He's dropping loads.
Do you think you could have sex with a guy who wasn't a good businessman?
No. I couldn't. That
Lisa-
turns me on.
You know what? I
Let me
could
give you a
search.
stock tip while I bukkake you.
Lisa, you did get sexual fan mail. Lisa G is so hot. Each morning when she comes in, my cock starts chubbing up.
By the way, I'm sorry. I started doing email and sending.
Yes, this is your email.
Oh, God.
It's, you want to hear more? Go
ahead.
Okay. I'm not kidding. It doesn't get hard, but get up about 2/3 erect, and by the time she's done, I'm dripping pre-cum into my underwear.
Whoa.
I started thinking about what she really likes behind closed doors sexually. I'm married 16 years and still have hot sex with my wife at least 4 times a week, and she is the perfect, respectful, demure wife in public and a complete slut behind closed doors.
And that's what he's thinking about Lisa.
Her behavior in the bedroom is everything that all of us man-whore guys would hope for. So I imagine our giggly, demure, and very private Lisa G in the same way. By the time she's done in the studio, I have this huge wet spot to deal with. So you really have your fans.
Married.
Good for you. Yes, she's married and yet has thoughts of you.
Otherwise, you would have pounced on that? Or?
By the way, Colin Quinn is the best guest you ever had on your show. Forget the bimbos who giggle and tease and all the other fucks who march past the microphone. Colin Quinn is pure entertainment. If you give him his own show on Howard 101, people will listen. The man is the best.
We'd have to put a gun to his head. He says he won't do it.
Yeah, he said he won't do it.
I experienced such a proof that men are so different from women. Robin and Lisa had the biggest girly moment out there.
What did they do?
Geez.
I'm walking back by the vending machine.
I love Jim.
Well, you know, so
I love Howard.
Lisa says to me, "Are you coming to the cookie party?" And I was just like dazed, and I was trying to think of something to say. Like,
didn't that cookie party happen already?
no, it didn't. So
December 8th.
Lisa says that to me, and then Robin walks out, and Lisa's eyes dart to Robin. And Robin, I guess, overheard the question, and she said, "I'm coming." And Lisa said, "You are?" And Robin said, "Yes, the girls are coming." And then I hear, "Oh!" I mean, in unison, you both went, "Oh!"
Women and men are different.
Holy shit, let me go hit myself over the head with a cup of coffee.
That noise.
It's just that I speak guy, but I'm a girl.
That noise that women make is unbelievable to me.
Yeah.
That squeal they do.
Robin is bilingual, I'll give her that.
Yeah.
But no, that was really like, I'm sitting there trying to think, well, I'm coming, you're coming, the girls are coming. Ah!
Well, you're right. Men and women are different.
Holy shit.
I don't even remember that happening. We don't even hear that.
I got a letter in the mail yesterday. I'm opening the mail at my desk, and Beth is sitting with me. And I open up this letter, and I go, "Oh, what the hell is this thing?" I see the return address is the Gumbles, Brian Gumble, you know. So I said, "Oh," and all of a sudden Beth goes, "Oh, that must be the invite to their holiday party. It was so great last year." Now, remember, this was the party where Al Roker was shooting me dirty looks. I'm in Brian Gumbel's media room, and Al Roker is like barely able to, like, wants to choke me, and Spike Lee's in the other corner.
Oh,
and,
jeez.
When you're in a house like that, well, go ahead.
So anyway, I open up the envelope, and it's a beautiful Christmas card from the Gumbles. They have their two, and they're very nice people. They have the two dogs they, put on there. And it says, "Listen, we're sorry, but we can't have our holiday party this year because our apartment's under renovation."
Oh.
And Beth's like, "Oh." And I go, "Oh." I'm like, "Oh, thank God. Thank you, Jesus. I don't have to go back there."
There is a God.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who's going to be there, I mean, every corner
It's
lurked
a
like,
landmine.
"Oh, my God, there's Gail King. She's going to beat me up."
Party full of landmines.
"What you said about Oprah, was it true?" I go, "Oh, I don't know. So.
But
He knows everyone who hates you, it seems.
Right. But in that one moment, that defines the difference between men and women. The Venus Mars. The girls are coming.
What girls are coming?
I guess Robin and her friends.
Oh, you're bringing friends to the cookie party?
Yes. Lisa met a bunch of my friends that night. We went out to dinner, and she invited everybody to the cookie party.
And you guys are that excited about it?
And we're starting at the cookie party, and then we're going dancing.
And they're going out from there.
And you are too?
Well, I have to clean up and everything, so I don't think so.
Is it that witch's coven you're a part of?
No.
The ones that went in the woods and did Wicca?
No, I don't know any witches.
You do. I bet you it's them.
Hey, I'll rent
What
you.
girls are in your clan?
Anne Marie, Lisa.
Who else? Anne-Marie, Lisa.
Karen, their friend Karen.
Karen is coming.
Do I know Karen?
That's a friend of Anne-Marie and Lisa's, who I've just met, but she was there that night.
Is that the lesbo?
No.
Oh, stop with the music.
No.
We're coming. boil, toil, and
bubble, toil, and trouble.
See, she knows.
And Colin Quinn said that if he's not at Fat Camp, he'll be attending the party.
Oh.
Brooms flying over the Upper East Side.
Yes, we're coming by broom.
So you're making a whole night of Lisa G's
I have
party?
another friend coming into town, and he wanted to go out dancing. So,
so that's the first stop. As Lisa's.
We're going to start at the cookie party, and then we're going to go dancing.
Where do you go dancing?
We have to figure that out.
𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗋.
That ain't around anymore.
I don't know.
That we have to figure out.
Well, you know what, Lisa? If you want to go out, I could rent you my Mexican to clean up.
What a fun night.
Yeah. I love that Colin isn't at the Fat Camp. We'll be at the cookie party.
We'll drag Colin along with us if he shows up.
Well, now he's going to be more
He's just
depressed.
scream at 𝗦𝗫cie𝘄𝗿𝗋.
Don't depress Colin Quinn.
Is it possible to get laid at Lisa's party?
It sounds like there's going to be some
single
broads.
women. Yes, sir.
What girls are going to be there?
I told you, Anne-Marie and Lisa.
I don't mean
are
your
gonna be
friends.
Some of my friends.
Well, how are your friends hot?
Yeah, well, for Artie, he likes strippers, right?
Right.
So,
What does that mean? Yeah, because I have.
They're very beautiful women.
Because I have such a good shot at getting laid when chicks look at me eating a cookie.
So the party is going to be a cookie party where everyone bakes cookies and brings their
Right,
cookies.
you don't have to bake cookies.
Right.
I did invite Benji, but I'm uninviting him now because he would bring Ivy.
What's wrong with Ivy?
Oh, really?
Ivy's not cool?
I think the two of them, it's just, I just don't believe anything that's
You
been
think
going.
it's a publicity stunt?
And I wanted to match him up with a girlfriend of mine who's going to be there, and now this whole thing with Ivy, and I don't know.
Why does the news department not believe Benji and
First
Ivy?
of all, let's say you did think it was a publicity stunt. Why would you say so, that you wouldn't invite me because of that?
Well, because it feels so disingenuous. to
Can I
me.
tell you something, Lisa? 100% he's dating Ivy Supersonic. I know.
I don't
Really?
understand why
Yeah.
people don't believe it.
I'm telling you.
All right, then.
I've had a private discussion with him. He's not bullshitting.
So does that change your mind?
I
Is he
mean-
still uninvited?
We're not. I like her very much.
He's having sex with Ivy.
We're
Are
not,
you bringing Ivy? If
don't
you
e-
come?
I'm not. We're not an established couple. We're dating.
So why did you bring her up?
Are you going to try
I
and
didn't
hook,
bring her up.
Are you going to try and hook high-pitched mic up with a girl?
He's not sure if he can make it.
What is he doing?
He might have to watch his godson.
Oh, God, I gotta
Oh,
shut
take
up.
it easy, Artie. Take it easy.
I can't. I gotta go to the bathroom.
All right. Let's take a break.
Okay.
Thank you, Lisa
All
G.
right.
Lisa,
Yes.
come clean.
Robin's coming to the party.
Whoa, what's all this?
That's very exciting.
It's a nice dance move.
Thank you.
I like it. No, what's going on with you and Howard? Come on.
Nothing's going on. First of all, that is so mean and sexist because they would never say that to Steve Langford if he were looking at the monitor. I look at the monitor to see what's going on, and I like fashion, and I comment on Howard's clothes if I don't like something, Ronnie.
No.
Yes.
Come on.
Tell it how it is.
Spit it out now. Come on.
We're not being.
What? There's nothing to
Look
spit
at
out.
you. You're turning red.
Well, I'm embarrassed that
no,
you guys
you're not
would say
embarrassed
that.
because you know it's true.
No, and here comes John. He feels the same way.
I do.
There's something going
We
on.
know.
It-
We know.
This
I have good
transcends
taste.
admiration.
Who wouldn't like Howard?
Okay, so admit it.
This goes
I
beyond
have on the
admiring.
air that I admire him.
No,
and I
no,
love
no.
him.
You sound
like Sal when you say that.
Yeah.
I do. That's what
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
about.
Sal says he
Oh, like
admires
that phony,
Howard.
like
Yeah.
Oh, well.
It goes beyond basic admiration.
Yes,
No,
definitely.
it doesn't. But I can
definitely.
We
understand
see
what
it.
they're saying. Do you see it?
Yes, absolutely.
You
You
do?
give
Lisa,
that adoring.
I would
look.
issue a challenge. Find someone here who doesn't think it's true.
I know. Well, I don't, so that's what counts.
Well,
I don't care what they say. Don't get so close.
I'm sorry. Let's pretend that that Beth isn't in the picture. That Howard's a single man.
Oh, I would definitely go out with him. Who wouldn't?
So she's admitting it then.
Exactly.
There you go.
Lisa,
No.
I didn't pile on, but yesterday I was with beautiful Lisa G. We were talking about the Dog Academy
Right, I
Awards.
said, who cares about the animals? I just
And
want to
wait.
see what Beth's wearing.
And no, you were talking about last year, and you said Beth looks so great, but Howard, oh my God, he was in a
See,
tux.
that's the
Yes,
way
you did.
guys-
I have witnesses. You're
But I
proof.
said that as lovingly about Beth, the way she looked.
You said no.
I
you
said, I don't
Beth
care
looked great,
about the
but
animals. I just want to see what Beth is wearing.
She's just like Sal. She won't admit it.
Oh,
Exactly.
God.
But it's true. We all know it's true. She's in love. It's
So
okay.
you love Robin, so what's the difference?
And I admit it. Big party.
Yeah, but it's not the same thing. You guys are...
Yep.
Hey, Gary.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Benji, is it love or
About
admiration
number.
in Lisa's case?
For what?
For Howard. Does she love him or does she just...
Both. I think it's a psychological phenomena. Lisa, which I think it's sincere, she's a huge cheerleader for the person she gets behind. So Howard is now the prime person she's behind. So it's both love and
Love and support.
yes. But I assume at her old place she had to play a guy like that too.
Can I fix your collar?
Sure.
Oh, you mean like at her old station it might have been like Method Man or something like that?
Yeah, I don't know who the guy is.
Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav. Or Star. So.
No, I never worked with I can understand that, I think.
But I'm. Why do you guys keep saying I'm dissing animals? I didn't even bring it up, but
What?
that you're like saying I'm making up stuff.
Yeah, I think
You think I am?
yeah,
Okay.
to get airtime.
Okay. So what do you think I'm making up?
That you guys are sleeping together.
All right. So
See, now it's moving all onto Benji. See, here he goes. He wins.
so
Okay,
Lise,
I'm not going to take part in
Lise,
it.
why don't you come to my place right now? And if I'm telling the truth, what will happen?
If you're telling, oh, you want me to go to your
Come
party?
right now.
I'll
Come
go
right
to your
now and
party
watch
right
us.
now.
Watch us do it.
No, I won't watch you do it. But is she
I'll
living
watch.
there with you?
No.
Well, why don't you let Steve go?
I don't want him there. I want you there. I want you there in bed with us. I'll do it
No,
right now.
no,
I'll bring
no.
you right now.
I'm not going to bed with you.
But it's not true. She's not there, so there won't be any problem with her. You're saying I made it up, so why don't you come there right now with me and get in bed with us? Why don't you just? Why don't you get in bed and cuddle with us right now?
Because I don't want to. I just want to see if she's really
But you're
there.
saying I'm making it up. So if you're sure I'm making it up, come in there. And you have no risk because I'm making it up. So come to my place right now, and if she's there, get in bed and cuddle with us. So you're not sure I'm making it up.
What? I think you're loony. I don't have time for this.
All right.
You just called her out, man.
All right.
Or do you see it with her and Howard? Or it's not. This isn't some sort of just admiration thing. It's love.
Oh, all I know is I'm on another medium that Howard gets paid for.
Now we're going to go to our good friend in the Howard 100 newsroom, Steve Langford, who tells us what they're working on.
I was in Steve Langford hell yesterday. He came with me to the picket line. I can't even tell you.
Why?
I'm walking the picket line maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
He's got a microphone in my face while I'm talking to people. I mean, and certain people will go, hey, and I have to look at him and go, hey, dude, I don't know if I want what I'm about to say on tape,
Right.
Like, go, oh, fine. And then, but then the camera kid would pick up the camera and they're telling me a story and...
So you're watching yourself every minute.
Right. Look, the first 5 minutes, I get it. But then, I noticed in front of me were Nora Ephron,
right,
and 𝗦𝗫𝗄𝗿𝗍, who wrote Goodfellas.
Yeah. Right.
And I'm a big fan of, 𝗦𝗫𝗄𝗿𝗍, Nora Ephron. Huge.
Well, there you are on the picket line. Look at you. Wow. And who are you walking next to? Is that Larry David?
That's Bill Sheff, the head monologue writer for Letterman, who's actually in Beer League. He played an ump, and he's the guy who was talking to Sal with the frivolous thing.
Right.
He was that guy. And, you know, there were a lot of big-time people there who could have commented, were actual stories than my goofy ass. And Steve wouldn't leave my side. I said, well,
All right.
Nora Ephron, these are multi-millionaire Oscar winners. Go ask them about something. And
All right, Steve, what do you have to say? What are you covering today?
I think it's fascinating that Artie wants to tell me how to report. It's kind of like me telling him how to do jokes.
Right. All right. Fair enough. What do you have for us today from the Howard 100 News?
Just some of the stories we're working on in the Howard 100 newsroom. Artie Lange back on the waterfront. The former longshoreman returning to his proud union roots, showing solidarity with striking TV and film writers on the picket line here in New York. Artie's many and varied connections in evidence at the job action. Writers from The Letterman Show who apparently listen religiously to this show. And the executive producer of The Late Show, also there, Rob Burnett, telling Artie the Ronnie Scott stunt that pranked this reporter into coming into the studio early one day is, quote, his favorite radio ever.
Oh, my goodness.
And Artie carrying a picket sign alongside celebrated author Nora Ephron, who told Howard 100 News she's an Artie fan. Even 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗍, author of Wise Guy, which became Goodfellas, catching up with Artie on the latest Henry Hill news. And by the way,
Is that right? You got to talk Henry Hill with him?
yeah, as a matter of fact, he had an interesting story about Henry. Well, an interesting...
Hey, Henry, we're talking about you.
Is he on the phone? I never killed nobody. What the fuck? Henry!
Yeah, hello.
Are you there?
How you guys doing?
I was talking to 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗍 yesterday. He spoke highly of you.
Yeah, well, they should. Hey, I made, they got a lot of money with,
It's a good point.
He actually spoke highly of Henry. What did he say?
He said when they were shooting the movie and when he was writing the book, Henry was deep in the witness protection program. And obviously he had to talk with him quite a bit, and he only had access to him on the phone. So he had some friends who were huge fans of the show, and he thought it was hilarious when they said, look, he's on Stern all the time. and he's saying he knows how big the show is. He's like, my God, I guess he doesn't care about being killed anymore. And he had friends who said that, Nicholas, you got to hear Howard interview Henry. They are the most original, unique Henry interviews I've ever heard. He admits stuff. 𝗵𝗍𝗍 said that he's admitted stuff on this show that even he couldn't get out of him, and he says his friends admire your interviewing skills a lot.
Oh, great!
And,
well, that's very nice.
He
You see,
couldn't,
Henry.
He couldn't have been nice.
Of Howard.
Yeah, he was a very nice guy, 𝗵𝗍𝗍.
Yes,
he's still my mentor. You know what I mean? He helps me in every way he possibly can.
Mentor.
Yeah. He is. He's been,
I think you're done. We've made out of you about all that we can.
You don't think there's any more mentoring to be done?
No.
He's my mentor.
Henry, what's going on?
My eBay art. My mom bought on eBay.
All right, quickly, there's a plug. If you go on eBay, you can buy art made by Henry Hill. Thank you, Henry.
You're welcome, Howard.
Thank you.
You
That's
sound
Henry
good. He sounded good today.
Yeah, he's okay today.
That's today.
Exactly. So it's a short appearance.
Hey, did you come to work in a rickshaw?
I went to the...
What?
One of those... Oh, there he is. There's Artie in a rickshaw.
Poor Russian kid. Look at him. I tipped him like $50.
Are you serious, Artie?
What happened there?
Well...
We have video. It'll be on Howard TV of Artie arriving to work in a rickshaw.
I got to the picket line in a rickshaw.
Oh, yeah. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I left work yesterday, and I was going to go right to the picket line to get there as early as I could because I started at 10. And I had to stop at FYE first to buy some headphones for my iPod. And Steve, right on my tail, with a camera guy, came into FYE with me. So we were going to share a cab together. And I was thinking, God, I don't want to, what am I going to say in the cab? I always feel like I got to be on because of the mic. So I needed a little bit of a break from it. And Steve's a good guy normally. If I say, give me a break, he'll do it. But I didn't. I saw a rickshaw come by. I go, hey, how much the Columbus Circle? He goes, get on, And this poor kid, look at how hard
he's pedaling and not going anywhere.
He almost died.
He had to put it into a low gear because he couldn't go anywhere.
At
Look
first,
at him.
he thought me and Steve could fit in there together, and then he saw me get in, and he goes, "Oh no way!"
He's pulling your ass around, man.
But it was kind of a cool entrance. I pulled right up to the picket line in the rickshaw, and I tipped the kid like $20.
Isn't it weird having another human being pull you around on a bicycle?
I must say, I was. I thought
it's embarrassing, isn't it?
I thought I'd like it. I was creeped out by it.
Yeah.
Like, he was a Russian kid. I guess
Trying to
over
make
here,
a couple of bucks.
trying to make a couple bucks.
Everybody's against these rickshaws because they're horse and,
clogging up the city.
well, the horse and carriage guys feel they're getting beat out of some work, and the cab
and
drivers are
they're
getting.
growing in numbers, these
Yeah.
rickshaws.
I'd like to do that just for a workout. Pull Artie around in a rickshaw.
Oh, well, I saw this kid. I said if I did this for a week, I'd lose 50 pounds.
Yeah,
I saw
what a
this
great
kid-
gig! I mean, for you, like when you leave here, you should just rickshaw people.
I almost asked the kid for a job
Yeah,
because it is the best exercise I
you
could
should have said to
imagine
the kid,
someone
"Why don't
getting.
you get in the back, and I'll ride the bike, and see if we can't give you a tip anyway."
I would have died.
Doug Goodstein sent me a note that him and Rob, the head of Howard TV, want to have dinner with me. I won't even respond to this. They want to have dinner with me one night. And of course they know to do it like on a Thursday night because they know that I don't have to be...
You wouldn't do it any other night of the week.
Great. You mean my Thursday night comes and I get to go to dinner with Doug and Rob? Like, give me a break.
What do they want? Is it going to be a business meeting?
Doug, I'm not responding to that. I don't want to go with you to dinner.
You
I don't
just
wanna
responded then.
Yeah, I'm unavailable. I'm away.
Well, that's from.
Oh, gee, and listen, look at this. I get to give up a Thursday night. So I can go. I'll go tell Beth I'm going to go.
How about a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at like 4 o'clock? You know,
No,
that's like an hour or two away from your
4
your
o'clock is
bedtime.
like when I get done. Like I finally get to go home. I don't want to have dinner with you guys.
Why not?
Because I'm just not interested. Like, you're the last person I want to have dinner with.
Me? Really?
I mean,
Yeah, you're probably the last person I want to have dinner with.
There you
but,
go. So what are we kidding each other?
Why are you
We're
having
kidding.
dinner
I'm kidding.
then?
Why are we having dinner?
Obviously, I'm kidding, and I know you're kidding
Yeah.
too.
I'm not sure I am.
No, he's not kidding.
Oh, you know.
No, I love you, but I don't really
Well,
want to. I mean,
Rob knows you can't make it to the holiday party.
Yeah, so that's fine.
And he wanted to do something nice and have a nice dinner. And Don suggested that we
Yeah,
coordinate
that's
it
Don.
with
Don loves to have dinner with people.
and wine. Yes.
Yeah, Don loves his wine, loves his dinner. It's all special. Every night is the week is his new
you know,
restaurant. I don't want that.
It's a
I wanna be
productive
with my
meeting. We should
hot
then.
girlfriend.
It's a good way to Howard. You know that it's a good conversation comes out
Want
of
to
it.
do something
we
nice for me?
brainstorm stuff, and we
I
get.
don't want
we
to
get,
brainstorm.
Do you
Yes,
think
you
you
do.
got? Do you think you got a hot girlfriend to bring her to dinner with you?
I don't. Yeah. Do something nice. Give me a free night.
over dinner?
No. I'll go to dinner and I'll tell you how it was.
Here's what a friend does. Howard, over the vacation, I don't want to have dinner with
I'm
you
not
at
going to
all.
bother you.
That's why he's my friend. I never have dinner with him.
Well,
One time I had dinner.
you
with him.
could respond to Rob. What am I telling Rob?
I'm not responding.
You're
You just
unavailable.
responded.
I refuse to even answer this
Oh, like
request.
this.
Like,
This is
it's-
so obnoxious. You're going to ignore it.
You know what I did? I saw the email and I deleted it and I said I'm not writing back.
Unreal. What do you want to like? Seriously,
I don't
what do
wanna
you
do
want to do these
anything.
days? Like,
I
do
don't
you just
wanna
want to
do
go home and
anything.
play chess?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And
Sorry.
bang Beth.
Rob.
That sounds fun,
Tell
man.
Rob
It's
to
awesome.
take up
I'd love to do
chess.
that.
If Rob and you want to play chess with me, that's fine. Then I'll sit with you all
over
night.
dinner. Okay.
Not
Yeah.
over dinner. I don't want to eat
No.
with you.
So
He will do
we'll
it
just
on
come
the
over.
internet.
We'll talk about stuff and watch you play chess.
Oh, let's see.
That
On my
is
one
awesome.
night off, I get to sit with
Can
you
we
and
put a
Rob and brainstorm.
Cool. You goof on it, but you know.
You
a
mean
lot of
we'll
good
use
comes
my
out of it.
brain and you guys
it's-
will watch me storm.
All right.
Now,
Let's
have
just
you
be
guys
all
done this
complacent then. That's
before?
great.
That's not
What?
Have you
complacent.
guys done this before?
We had, we did it once. We did it right when we were launching, and
That's
it was
how
a
they
good
came
dinner.
up with
We
the
went to
logo.
Noble, and it was very nice. In fact, I could pull tape, and you said you had a great dinner, and that wasn't bullshit. Because if it's
I have.
sucked, you would've
Listen,
said
I'm
it
not.
sucked.
Let me tell you something, buddy. I'm not complacent. I'll have a meeting anytime. I just don't need to eat dinner with you guys. Have I ever told Rob no meeting? No. I always have meetings with Rob.
So let's do an afternoon meeting over lunch.
I don't want to eat lunch.
Let's do
I
an
eat lunch
afternoon
here.
meeting.
Fine.
Okay.
You tell me the day that you need a meeting, and I'll get back to you. Don't start with dinners.
Okay. I'll tell him no
fucking
dinner.
night tied up. I got one goddamn night to sit there and relax. Sit there with you and Rob, brainstorming. Gee, what a meal! I'll throw up.
What's the perfect night for you?
What?
These days? What's the perfect?
What's the difference to
I'm just
you?
curious. I'm just curious.
He wants to spend it with you.
No, I really don't. Sal, I'm not
I'll tell you
no,
what.
it isn't me wanting to go to dinner. You know I'm not like that at all.
Seriously,
You know
honestly,
I'm not like that.
What's the difference? What I like to do? That's my free time. Why
I'm
do I have to
I'm
be
just curious.
judged?
This is a
I
show
don't want to be
people-
judged.
I'm not judging you. I'm just asking you
Well,
a
I don't
question.
want to. I don't know what what's a nice night for me? Laying down, relaxing, getting laid, watching TV, eating a nice dinner with my girlfriend. That's it. That's
Sounds
it.
good.
How's that
I'm
sound?
just asking.
Or should I
Just
spend it
ask-
with two guys who want to brainstorm? You know, but gee, call me the crazy one.
They're not doing this over the holiday. They're doing this before you go away, right?
Yeah. Catch me before I go away.
It's an open invitation, Howard. We can do it anytime you want. So if you change your mind.
All right. Just tell Rob I'll have dinner with him right after my dinner with Scott the engineer.
Oh. Okay, in 2046?
Yeah.
Pass the Worcestershire sauce.
I like being home. Just because you don't. Don't take it out on me.
That's your word. You don't know that. I love going home. I rush home every day. I do.
Okay.
I do.
I see.
Nothing better than going home. What do you know? You know nothing.
I don't know anything. You're right.
You're
right
so
again.
know nothing.
I don't know a thing.
You're
All
nuts.
right, you two, stop arguing. About
Yeah.
who's happier to go home.
There's a lot of innuendos here.
How's
Yeah, I
Long
don't know what he's
Island?
talking about. It's awesome. What are you talking about?
Okay, all right.
I was late for work today because I had two smoke detectors beeping, and I thought it was one. Pulled the batteries, and there was another one beeping.
Sounds like a great
Two
life.
died in one day. I was an hour late for work because of that.
Sounds
Awesome.
fascinating.
Yes.
All right. Go have fun.
How was chess? It sounds
Great.
Like fun. Sounds like
I'm
fun.
not looking to be judged.
Okay. Well, you're judging me.
I'm not asking you to dinner. You're asking me to dinner.
No, that was something about Long Island.
I said, how's Long Island?
And I said, how's chess?
Get out of here. Why am I talking to you? You're so boring.
God,
All right, goodbye. Get out of here.
Bye-bye, Howard. I love
Get out of
you.
here.
You
Go
know
have a
that.
meeting with Rob over dinner. And
I
tell
will.
me what comes of it.
We'll just put a blow. Those like standees. We'll
put it
bring a
in.
standee of you.
That's right.
Okay.
Don't be so insulted.
I'm not insulted. Rob wanted to.
All right. I'll go have dinner.
He's
with
the
you.
boss, and I'm trying to make
right.
it happen.
Who the
Right,
fuck
okay.
is Rob?
Rob Jacobson.
Rob Jacobson. He's the guy. He's the guy head of Howard TV.
Oh,
Good guy. I love the guy.
thank him for me.
I will.
Tell him I'll have him out socially, but to brainstorm over dinner. Who needs to brainstorm? Well, let's brainstorm in a brainstorming meeting. I mean, what do I got to brainstorm and eat?
You know, meal meetings do suck because if you finish what you have to talk about before the meal, then you realize you have to eat with these people.
And not only that, guess who ends up doing all the talking? Me, and I can't eat. I sit there and talk the whole fucking time with the brainstorming. They go, Howard, you got any ideas? Yeah. Why don't you guys eat while I lay out my ideas? Cocksuckers.
Whoa.
Not you, but not Rob,
I know.
but just in
I
general.
have thick skin, Howard.
All right,
You can call
thank
me
you.
whatever you want.
A generic cocksucker.
All right, just
Yes.
you, not Rob.
Okay.
No, I don't mind you're a good guy. You're the executive producer. I love you, but to eat and brainstorm, I don't do both. I brainstorm and only under protest.
I take direction from one man.
Yeah, I'm not going
That's
to eat.
under protest.
I'm not going to. You know what I mean, Robin? To eat and brainstorm.
May I see Mrs. Rogers?
Hey, you gotta be nuts.
A gong.
Here's a fun night.
What's a
You know
gong?
that night off they give you? Where you don't have to be up early next day? Well, we were thinking we would take up that night by eating and brainstorming. Great.
It's a nice gesture. This is how it gets.
Well,
Jeez.
doesn't
Why
sound-
don't you just make an appointment for a meeting?
Yeah, if
We'll do
Rob
that.
wants to go to dinner with me socially, tell him we'll go anytime. Rob wants to brainstorm, I'll brainstorm.
Okay, so how about...
I don't want to mix my brainstorming
So if
with
we
eating.
wipe the brainstorm session, we could still do dinner.
No, because it'll end
'Cause
up
I'm
being
there.
brainstorming.
Yeah.
You know what we could
you're
do
right.
on Howard
No,
TV?
well, I mean, is that so far-fetched?
Don't have a
this is the guy who
brainstorm
made
meeting.
the deal and he...
Have a brainstorming meeting.
Okay.
I don't need dinner. Don likes
So
dinner.
eat before and then come to dinner and watch us eat and talk.
Okay, I got to get out of this horrible conversation with you. How do I get you out of here?
I'll just kill my mic and I'll leave. I'll get the message.
Thanks, Doug.
Thank you.
All right. It's torturing me. I mean, do you, on your night off, do you want to brainstorm?
No.
Well, thank you.
I want to do heroin.
I feel like I'm trapped in a nightmare. Am I wrong, Artie? I mean, am I being an asshole?
No, you do.
I mean, seriously, be honest with me.
You're not being an asshole.
All right.
They want to have a meeting.
Listen, I'll work on Howard TV. You want to have a meeting right now? I have meetings after this show scheduled with my staff.
In fairness to Doug, there are some people who love having dinner meetings, but how long is it going to take them to figure out you're not one of those guys?
Oh, another 10 years, I think.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, my agent hasn't figured it out either, Don. He loves to have dinner.
It, huh?
He loves dinner. I sit there and I'm like,
Can we get to the business so I can get out of here?
Right. This meeting could be over in 10 minutes. Oh, we're only up to drinks. We'll order later.
People love to do that combination.
Yeah, they trap me into these dinners. I sit there for hours. And they're with their drinks. I'm like, can we order dinner? I want to eat. I've been up since 4 brainstorming. My brain has been storming all day. I can't even turn it off. My brain wants not to storm. When I drink, I don't want to brainstorm.
You just like to party.
Yeah, I just want to get wasted, forget everything.
No, don't drink too much because we still have to brainstorm.
Thursday night's my favorite night to get fucking shit-faced. Tonight, I'll be shit-faced.
Hold it, Howard. We have to brainstorm.
I want to brain sleep, Robin. I want to put the brain on hold.
Don't drink too much.
We wanted to eat dinner and pick your brain. Good, just open up my head and pick my brain.
And when are you supposed to launch off all these great ideas? While you're chewing?
That's what happens. And I end up, because I feel compelled to talk, because everybody else is, Doug sits there and stares at you with like this.
The bug eyes.
Staring at you. And he's quiet because he's afraid to talk in front of Rob. And Rob just sits there.
So you have to talk.
And I sit there with Rob. Rob, you still running? Yeah, I run. Yeah, I'm running 6 miles. Oh, good. Yeah, okay. Right, great.
Oh, God, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I love Rob. I would go out and hang out with Rob. That's how much I like the guy. But I'm like a brainstorm. Want to come here and brainstorm? Let's do it. My brain is ready for activity.
We have time now if you want to. We're 4.5 hours in. We could do an hour of brainstorming if Rob wants to.
I got to read you this memo. When he said, here are the dates we're free. We would like, Don suggested we all go to dinner. The week of December 3rd through the 6th and whatever, December 7th through the 10th. Mm-hmm. And we were anticipating a dinner and some brainstorming.
Oh, joy.
Boy, that's...
Where do I sign up?
I go, wow, could this get any better? Howard. Please, I asked you to leave.
But then stop.
I'm just talking to Robin.
I'm involved in this conversation.
Yeah, but you're really not.
But it was
I'm talking behind your back.
The point was no women.
I didn't.
Just the guys. Yeah.
I didn't say it's a brainstorming dinner.
No,
we're going to brainstorm with
women. It's going to be fun to sit and eat and brainstorm.
But that's
I read
good.
Brainstorm.
Those are productive things. Those are good
I
things.
don't want to be productive, Doug.
All right, well, just eat. Fuck the brainstorm.
No, I don't want to eat.
You just asked the question. He just
up.
took a bite. When is he supposed to give you this great idea he's just come
It's already, I'm pressured to be brainstorming.
Oh, he spits out sushi.
I can't wait till Thursday night when I can brainstorm. Oh, I know. We can go early Monday after a full day and brainstorm.
The intent was a nice gesture to have dinner. I'm saying a good conversation comes out of it.
Right.
Well,
maybe
I'll
we'll have.
I'll leave. Okay, get it. Bye.
No, I don't know why you came back in. Thanks. All right, Dougie.
Doug,
What are we talking about?
Doug, that's a terrible position you put in right there.
What are you talking about? Which craziness? The beating?
Yeah, well, everything.
The beating over the dinner?
You're just trying to sort of negotiate a meeting, and
listen, I'm a middleman in this case, and my take is that the intent was to invite Howard to dinner. The brainstorming is something that naturally happens. Anytime you go out with anyone and you discuss any aspect of work, you're sort of could be categorized as brainstorming. So I hold my ground. I think it showed in there. Howard holds his ground, and when with stomping power, he has more of it. Unfortunately, if I could force him, I don't want to force him. I want him to go to dinner because he wants to go to dinner. So I think it's a little bit of an insult to his boss and my boss, 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗿. But whatever.
Where do you go from here to try to broker a deal, so to speak?
We go to a chess table, and we have fun.
All right. Good luck with that.
Yeah. Well, we might end up at dinner. You never know. The story's not over. I would think something's going to happen. Again, it's so silly. It really is silly. I think a lot of it's sort of goofing around, and I'm sort of goofing. But it's a little weird. It's a little bit insulting. This is the big boss. This is the guy who writes the checks and who made the deal, and he's asking for one night a year to go for a nice social dinner, and that's all it is. It's dinner. I made the mistake of saying brainstorming. I'm sorry, but that's what happens at dinners when you're with work people. It's sort of logical, right?
Yeah, very much so.
Thank you, Greg.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you for reassuring my thought process on this. I appreciate it. And that's it.
All right.
Hey Stern fans, welcome to Fine Time, the show where you, the fans, get the opportunity to ask questions and interact with your favorite Stern Show staffers, Wack Packers, and celebrity superfans. I'm your host, Rachel Fine. Now, my guest today is the longest tenured staff member of the entire Howard Stern Show, aside from Howard himself. He is also an accomplished musician. He's responsible for all of the sound drops that we hear on the show. And he's the one guy no one wants to get in a confrontation with or challenge in a test of knowledge and memory. He's responsible for a lot of memorable moments on the show, one being a bachelor party that nearly killed him, a name change that he didn't tell anyone about for years, refusal to recognize Carol Alt as a supermodel.
Stand by.
I will get to this in 1 second. A dial-a-date in which he met his lovely wife, and of course, one of the most hysterical Gary impressions of all time. If you have ever thought about buying your mom a cookie puss on Mother's Day, then you really should thank the motorcycle-riding, mysterious man from Mars, Mr. Fred Norris. Hello, Fred.
Nice to see you. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We had just an overwhelming number of questions for you. People have a lot to ask, so I'm going to jump right in with a first question here.
Please do.
From LED. She wants to know, what the heck is the deal with the name change?
Could you be more specific?
I can tell you that we got really more questions about their name change than probably anything else for you.
So this is actually a moment where I can maybe explain myself a little bit better than what I would normally explain. It's not going to be any clearer to you once I give you this explanation. We should probably just fast forward through this whole thing right now. Here's the deal. I was born with a name that I absolutely hated. But, you know, it's just a name, so everybody gets stuck with that. But as I got older and more cantankerous or whatever, I'm going like, why am I stuck with this name? I could change that, you know. Number one, my surname at the time, which was 𝗦𝗵cie, belonged to my biological father, who decided to cut on us when I was 5 years old, and basically left us destitute. At the time, we probably could have been on welfare, but my mom was too proud to get on that. See, she was cleaning people's houses for a living or whatever. And I was a latchkey kid. I'm giving you much more information than you absolutely need. Needless to say, I didn't have a whole lot of love for my father. My mom got remarried later on, and his name was Norris. And he was great to me and great to my brother and really raised us correctly. The middle name, which was Leo, which I guess is hip now because of Leonardo DiCaprio, I didn't like that name either because it had no hipness back then. And it was also the name that was given to me by my godmother, who was the woman who ran off with my biological father. Do we get the picture now? Okay. And Fred, of course, I just think it's a clunky name. And I just asked my mom one day, I said, Mom, you know, why did you name me Fred? Well, you were named after your grandfather, whose name was Fritz. Well, I guess that's, I dodged a bullet with that, but Fred's not much better than Fritz. And I says, well, were there any other names on the table? And she said, yes, Eric. And I go, well, why didn't you name me Eric? And she said, because that was the name of an old boyfriend, and your father was jealous, which I found very ironic. So, there you go. I think I've explained the first name, which should have been my first name, which was Eric. The middle name, which I kept basically because, well, whatever, you know, not everybody's going to buy into the whole Eric thing. And the last name, Norris, which is, a tribute to my late stepfather. So I don't know if that answers your question. It probably creates more questions than answers, but there you go, LD.
One follow-up on that is, why, if you go through the trouble of changing it, why then continue to go by Fred?
Because that's how everybody knows me.
Okay.
You know, it's like all of a sudden, like one day, Robin tried to go on the air. I wish to be known as 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗱. No one bought into that.
Okay.
So I just know that you just can't do things like that and expect that there's going to be backlash.
So you enjoy Eric in your private life?
Yeah, but you know, nobody calls me Eric. There you go. I don't know. It was foolish.
Fair enough. Next question's from Ryan R. Ryan asks, I'd like to know how you managed to keep your family off the air and private. Did you have a talk with Howard?
No, I did not have a talk with Howard. It just organically is one of those things that I don't really bring up unless, of course, it's just, you know, average, regular conversations. I mean, look, Howard has kids. He didn't always trot them out for the world to see. Gary has kids. He may mention them from time to time. But, you know, it's one of those things that I think Howard understands, you know, that family is special and family should be kept separate. It's kind of like the mob. It's like you keep your family out of it. Nobody gets attacked when it comes to your family and stuff like that. As for me, I'm fair game.
Question from Adam J. Adam asks, will we ever hear or see King Norris live on the show?
I don't believe you'll see King Norris live on this show. We have done some things where we play out. There was a thing on Fuse TV. You can go on YouTube and look for this. If you really want to see King Norris play, that's where you can see an appearance. It was a memorable night. I think we did it live, and I think you your pants as you're doing it, but it was a lot of fun, I gotta tell you. And who knows, maybe you'll see me doing music somewhere. I just don't know where yet. Maybe in the subway, maybe on the web, I don't know. But I've got some songs kicking around that I kind of want to share with the world. It's not necessarily King Norris music, so we'll figure it out. I'll get it to you somehow, if you're interested.
We're all interested. Question from Marlon M. Marlon asks, as he from Michael J. Michael asks, 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗱. Beth, Mary 𝗛𝗏𝗍, Elisa Jordana. Explain why.
I'm not touching that one.
Well, you have to.
No,
you can't flake out of an 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗋.
That's a landmine.
Come
I'm
on.
not stepping on that. Well, nope. Not happening. Not in this lifetime. Not in any other lifetime.
How about
I enjoy them all. They're wonderful, wonderful people. I can tell you right now, I'm not killing anybody.
Okay.
It's like
How about just the marrying?
I'm like a Buddhist. You know, actually, you know what? I'd like to be a Mormon and marry all three of them.
Listen, that's a solid answer. Brian S. asks, what started the Rainbow Room argument? Can you finally reveal what the argument was about?
I can't tell you what the argument was about. Because quite honestly, I was probably, I probably had a couple of drinks in me.
Okay.
However, at the time, nobody realized this. My wife and I were separated. And we were trying to work things out. And Jackie and Nancy were celebrating, of all things, their anniversary. And they invited us. They thought it was a very special evening. And I'm like, oh, I don't know if we should go to this thing. And my wife was saying, look, they're friends. It's their night, et cetera, et cetera. We were feeling, and we didn't want to let anybody know on the show that we were having difficulties.
Yeah.
And we were. And to this day, I'm still not sure what those difficulties were, but we're back together and everything's hunky-dory. Anyway, it was probably not the best thing to do considering our emotional matrimonial state at the time. Okay. As Jackie and Nancy got up to dance, I think I was kind of pressing, why aren't things working out? Why, just, like we're going to solve, our marital problems, with me being half drunk in the middle of a public place with people watching, et cetera, et cetera. And it went very bad very quickly. And the only thing that I could do at that point in time was just, you know what? I'm upsetting her. I'm ruining the evening. I got to walk. And that's what I did. So any other stories that you may have heard of that evening of me throwing things, not true. Me trying to hit somebody, not true. There was some allegations made that I can tell you right now. I may have been looped, but other than being clumsy and loud and stupid, that's as far as it went.
Good to know. Thank you for shedding light on that. Question from Tony N. Tony asks, where do you think you would be today if you and Howard never crossed paths?
Man, that's almost like one of those things like a Jimmy Stewart movie or something like that. Every time you hear a bell ring, Sal drops his pants. I don't know where I'd be today, I'll be honest with you. It was a happy accident that it all went down. I mean, in a million years, I never thought that I'd be where I am today in New York. And unlike other people on this program who hate New York, not growing up here, I'm considered to be a rube, a hillbilly, someone who is very unsophisticated. However, I don't know, for some reason when I was a little kid, there was always a fantasy in the back of my mind, I'd love to go to New York. I'd love to see what it's all about. It was exciting to me. No one else in my family ever had that desire. They all wanted to stay right where they were. And there's no shame in that. But there was something to me about going to a place where everybody wanted to be, where you could do exciting things, where you could see symphonies. Yeah, I like symphonic music, okay? Call me a queer. I don't give a shit. I like symphonic music. And, things of that nature. New York was where I wanted to be, and the fact that I'm able to live out a dream of being creative, being part of something that is monumental, has certainly exceeded all my expectations in life. So to imagine being anywhere else, that would be depressing, I think.
Okay, stay here then. Question from Ann H. Ann asks, please take us through the process of hearing the mention of something and then getting the appropriate sound effect. A lot of people want to know about your process.
Yeah, everybody has this notion that somehow I'm in on the caper or something like that, that I know what's going to happen, that we sit around at a meeting, okay, when I say this, you're going to play blah, blah, blah. Guess what? That does not happen. I mean, What you hear on the radio, for the most part, I'd say 98% of the time, I'll say that 2%, because there certainly are going to be moments when certain things have to happen. If things are called for and they're not there, that's a horrible thing. But a lot of times it's just listening intently, and almost like trying to predict, you know, and going like, all right, this is maybe my stomach growls. I didn't plan that.
It's good sound.
You know, Howard's over there doing his thing. Robin's over there doing her thing. And everybody's walking around, news stories, etc. All of a sudden, you feel like something's going to happen. You know, and so you try to anticipate. And you go, I think the conversation's going to go this way. So it's almost like going to where you think, if you're a baseball player, going to where you think the ball is going to be, as opposed to running to the ball, because by the time you get to that ball, it's too late. You got to already be there. So I try to anticipate, plus you have some familiarity with the main players. You have some sort of idea of how their minds work. You think this is where they're going to go. You think this is what they're going to talk about. And this would be a good button, a good capper, a good punctuation mark to make that story even better, funnier, more tragic, whatever. You know, it's usually, I mean, look, to me, it's like if Robin starts reading a story about a tragedy and to throw in a Jackie laugh. I mean, you know, and people are always disappointed when I don't do that.
Got it.
I was like, but if I do that every time, you're going to expect it. It's kind of, you know, it's like, so you got to wait for it, guys. Wait for it.
Excellent. William W. asks, who were your heroes growing up that inspired you to get into radio?
I really didn't have any radio heroes because, quite honestly, there was nobody where I was growing up that was great. And I didn't have access to New York radio. We're a little too far away. I mean, you know, when you hear the stories about the cousin Bruceys and Marie the K's and all that, I mean, what they were doing in Hartford, which was the main market where I grew up, it was all pale imitations of what they were doing in New York. I mean, I think there were some times when they would actually, like, especially during the era of the Beatles, you know, it's like New York stations would get the Beatles record before Hartford. I mean, Hartford's a 35th, 36th market. So it's going to be like, you know, it's like by Wells Fargo Stagecoach. We'll get the record like 3 days later or something like that. But you had some guys who wanted to be aggressive, so they might actually drive into New York, tape it off the radio, and then drive it back and then play it on the air or something like that. And occasionally you would hear like WABC. Oh! Somehow that wasn't supposed to be on their airway, but they wanted to get every ounce of that song on their airways before, you know, before they had to fade it out or something like that. So there was nobody really there. I mean, Bob Steele. Look up Bob Steele. I'm not going to bore you with who Bob Steele was. The only other guy I could think of was a guy by the name of Sandy Beach. And all he did was laugh. He had this laugh that kind of sounded like a dolphin going through a prostate exam. And that was his thing. You know, he didn't really say anything particularly witty. He was like, you know, I'm Sandy Beach. And believe it or not, I think he's still around. I've actually, you know, gone on the internet a couple times. Okay, here he is in Buffalo. Okay, here he is in some station in Long Island, and it just looks depressing because, you know, when you're a kid, you're listening to the radio, and it sounded like an exciting world, and you imagine that these people are larger than life, and to find out they're like in some hole in, you know, in Dubuque is just very depressing. I mean, what we do here is just amazing. You know, it's like, that's what we do here is above and beyond what radio should be. This isn't real radio. This is an anomaly.
If you could only save one of these two from dying, your choices are Jackie or Stuttering John. Who do you save? Please explain why you would like to see the other person not saved.
Slam dunk.
What do you got?
Jackie Martling. Jackie Martling You know, in spite of the fact that maybe, you know, we've had our moments or whatever. I mean, you know what? We were very close personally off the air. Our wives, when he was married to, whoever he was married to, were very close. Jackie and I, when he wasn't complaining about everything, was a fun guy to hang around with. John, you know, I'm not going to get too down on him because that makes me look like a, you know, like a malcontent or something like that. You know, I don't hate John. Everybody has, oh, you hate John, blah, 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 you're jealous. And it's like, no, it has nothing to do with that. I just didn't particularly like his work ethic. You know, I think he got a lot from this show without really doing a whole hell of a lot. And that has nothing to do with where he ended up in his life. It has more to do with, you know, it was like, you know, he was like Huck Finn. He had everybody else painting the fences for him while he sat back and, you know, I mean, there were people who take great delight in telling, oh yeah, John had me do his work for him and he paid me $10. I'm like, no, that was John's job to do. It's like he's paying you to do that. I don't know. So if there is a reason that I'm not crazy about him in my lifetime, it's like, I don't know. I'm a sucker for people who work hard and people who are honest and people who don't try and flim-flam you. And I think he did all three.
John's not getting saved.
No, not by me anyhow. He'll talk someone else into taking the bullet for him, I guess.
I want to thank Fred for taking the time to answer the questions that you, the fans, submitted.
Aren't you sorry? Aren't you sorry you asked these?
Send your questions in. You can tweet them. You can Facebook them. You can send a video submission and be a part of the show. You can email them. Remember, this is your show, so don't screw it up. Until next time, I'm Rachel Fine, and I hope you had a fine time. Did you have a fine time today?
Yes, I did.
I had a fine time too.
And if I didn't say that, Richie Wilson would beat the out of me.
How you doing, Tom?
I'm well.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's good about it?
Well, nothing. It's Monday.
I got 3 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
I've got hemorrhoids the size of golf balls. Where am I going?
I should say bad morning to you.
It is a bad morning.
Right here.
It's a screw morning. I'm a comedian. What am I doing up at this hour?
I know.
This is wrong.
This is not right. So how are you feeling, Tom? I mean, I know you've gotten to know Howard a bit through America's Got Talent and your run on that show.
Yeah.
So how do you anticipate this going, making the transition to the studio?
I think it's going to be kind of like having warts burned off your penis. It's going to be painful. There's going to be some blood. Not looking forward to it, to be honest with you. I am. I'm actually honored to be here. Thrilled. Big fan has.
Well, I hope it's not as painful as what you just described.
Like you've never had warts burned off your penis.
All right, maybe a few, but
a few.
I think if it's under 10, it doesn't count. So
no, it's always an under 10.
All right, man. We'll see you in the studio.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, thanks.
Yeah. All right. Tom Cotter was on America's Got Talent. I am a judge on America's Got Talent. I, of course, encouraged him, and I felt he was terrific. I think he should have won. But he didn't. The
America voted.
America have voted, and they voted not for Tom Cotter, but he came in number 2. Hey, Tom, good to see you.
Be seen. Thank you.
Sorry we were late with you. We had 2 black gentlemen in here yelling at each other.
I heard that.
Yes.
And nothing's better than that.
Nothing's better than 2 black guys yelling at each other, so there you go. Tom.
Yes, sir.
Well, what is it like to make that decision to go on America's Got Talent? Now, what I heard was that you didn't like Piers Morgan as a judge when you used to watch the show on TV.
Yeah.
And you would, maybe years ago even thought about going on America's Got Talent, and you said no way because of Piers?
Well, he has a stick up his ass. I think we all know that. And you replaced him, and you're comedy friendly, as is Howie. So it made it much more agreeable for comedians to come on. The first year, 2 comics made it to the semis. I credit you guys with that.
Right.
And, making it to the finals first time, that's all because of you and not because of him.
Well, I'm glad to hear that because, I'd like to think that maybe I had a positive influence and that maybe people showed up that wouldn't normally show up because they would think that I would be friendlier to them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Pierce hated comics. I think he had his, funny bone surgically removed as a child or something. He's a bitter man.
Could it be a difference between the British sense of humor and the, the American sense of humor? Maybe that was it.
I think he's just, I don't know who peed in his cornflakes. The guy just did not like comics. And he threw people under the bus, too. So coming on the show is a risk because it can help you. Or, they can say something nasty and set you back a couple years, which they have in the past. So
Yes.
I was worried about that, too.
Yeah, I often think about that. If I was a stand-up comic, would I go on one of these shows? Because if they blow you off early and tell you you're shit.
Yeah.
I mean, that could really hurt.
You're not just back to square one. I mean, you got to start fresh again. You got to, dig out of that hole for the next 2 years.
If you had to do your whole life over again, would you choose to be a stand-up comic? And I really want to know the truth.
This year turned things around, obviously, dramatically. But until this year, I was scratching and clawing, and it's tough. All my friends have the white picket fence and the BMWs and the driveway and the 401k.
And what do they do for a living?
Lawyers, right?
Doctors, lawyers, Wall Street guys, and,
I understand it because when I got into radio, all of my friends seemed to be getting set up in life. And they, people looked at me like I was insane. I mean, I was making $96 a week, and who in radio has any kind of security, and who even gets to make a good living in it? And it's still like that today. Most of my friends are really up Schitt's Creek because they're in radio, and now they're too old to get out of radio, and it's mind-boggling how bad the business is. And I mean, I'm lucky. I'm very lucky that I was successful at it, but it's such a bad business.
It is.
And stand-up, I mean, even going to these clubs and stuff, a lot of them have dried up, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's horrible. Yeah. It used to be the rock and roll of the 80s, and I, of course, got in after that because I'm a moron. And then, then it started to wane. Karaoke killed it, for a while. Because every night, I started in Boston, and in Boston, there was comedy every night of the week. You couldn't take a night off. There was.
So you're telling me people would rather hear some guy get up out of the audience and sing badly than hear a comic?
For club owners, it was cheaper. Comics were showing up all jacked up on cocaine if they showed up at all, whereas the karaoke machine's always going to be there.
Did that make you angry when other comics don't treat it that seriously and they ruin the business for a guy like you who does take it seriously and you work hard at your craft?
I think the funniest guys ever in the business were the guys who were troubled and had issues. So, I can't throw stones at that.
Did you ever try and go out and get troubles? I mean, seriously, did you ever try to make your life full of like Kinison was out of control, but one of the most brilliant comics there was. Did you ever say maybe I'm just playing life too safe? I got to go be crazy.
Let me get a heroin habit.
Yeah, right.
My
Did you ever try heroin?
Doesn't say no. Never tried that.
Maybe you needed to. Who knows?
Those guys, Richard Pryor, all the way back to Belushi, all those Tears of a Clown, they're all screwed up. They're all,
Are you a screwed up guy in that sense, or do you think you're too normal?
I think we all have issues. I certainly have mine.
Was your issue your father? Your father was a neurosurgeon, right?
Still is. He's not dead.
Still alive.
Let's calm down on that.
And but it looked to you, to your father, you looked like a fuck up because you were going into comedy.
Yeah.
And so do you think maybe that's your big issue with your dad?
Well, my dad put himself through on the GI Bill, went to World War II, scratched and clawed, put himself through medical school on the GI Bill, and then put 6 kids through private school and college. And when his youngest decided to tell jokes about his crotch in front of strangers in a basement,
and you were a good student.
I should have pulled out. No, my dad was a brilliant guy. I was not a good student.
You were not?
Well, that was all right.
He wanted you to be a lawyer.
He wanted me to be a lawyer, yeah.
Right. Do you ever look back on your life and say, I should have listened to my father, I should have become a lawyer? Because the road in comedy, because I think you're an exceptionally brilliant comic. I really meant that when I said it on America's Got Talent. I saw you one time doing a rehearsal, and they don't encourage us to watch rehearsals as judges, but I did anyway. I just watched it, and you did this amazing set. And but you did it on the roll of a dice, you know, like you used a die and you had the Nick roll it, and it came up and you did your set. I said, oh, I hope he does that set. He probably, no matter what number, he's just going to do that set. It was so fucking great. Came out, the die went or something, and you pulled out a whole nother act. Or maybe it wasn't even the thing with the dice. Like you actually in rehearsal did a whole different act that was brilliant. And then you went on and did some other act that was really, really great. But I was like, oh, I wish you would have done that other material because it was so brilliant. You've got a lot of material.
I've been at it for 25 years, Howard. It would be pathetic if I didn't have a lot of stuff.
Yes, you know? But you were able to pull it out and bring out this great stuff, and yet you are struggling. It's crazy to me. A guy like you should be on top of the world.
There are a shitload of us out there that are, you know, below the radar. That are, you know, that are out there.
What has happened since the show? Has the show made a difference?
The show has been great. This woman recognized me yesterday, and I will never forget what she said. She said, "That's him, officer, third from the left," and it felt good to be singled out like that. It's been good. You obviously, you know, your stock goes up a little bit. You
did the America's Got Talent tour, right?
I did. Yeah. Well, it's not the tour. Okay. It's this. There's one show in Vegas,
right?
That's stationary at the Palazzo, and then there's a tour that also goes around. The Diddleman's on the tour.
Oh, is he?
He is.
The crowd loves him, right?
The crowd loves Diddleman. I love Diddleman.
Diddleman the mentalist.
Yeah. Great dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like him.
Of course I do. Great dude.
I recently had, who the hell did I have on? I had Horse on. And
I know.
And he said he didn't like the sand artist. He didn't like him as a person. Did you not like certain people backstage?
Yeah. First of all, I heard that he had kind of shit on Joe Castillo. Joe Castillo couldn't have been the nicest guy. He's an unbelievably sweet guy.
Right, seems like it.
Yeah, and so Horse had issues with him, and I don't even know what that is. And I would equate that, and I said to my wife that if your car was on fire on the side of the road, Joe Castillo would be the first guy to pull over, and Horse would drive by, beep, and give you the finger. You know, that's the difference between those two. And Horse, by the way, I mean, we all have testicles. I mean, I can't look away. We all watch it. But even if his testicles are numb, it would still hurt to get hit in the penis. So I think he has a vagina. He has to have
Were you
vagina.
upset as a comedian who works at his craft for 25 years? Were you upset to be in the competition that long with a guy who gets kicked in the nuts? Honestly, did it bother you on some level?
You know what, Howard? I could not look away. There are acts that are great that I could look away, that I couldn't give a shit about. That act amazed me.
Me
could
too.
not. I was glued. I mean, I was cringing, but I was glued to this TV screen. It was. I'd throw no stones at him.
So you're not a snob in the sense that you said, hey, you know, comics have... In a sense, maybe I am. I mean, comics have such a hard job to walk out and make people laugh. But yet, we got to be honest. That guy Horse, people love him.
People dug him. I mean, the crowds went nuts when he went. He was on, in my New York audition, he was on like 3 before me. That was the biggest response of the night, bar none. I mean, he was, and I couldn't even see what was going on. I just heard it. I just heard people going, oh! And, you know, I was like, wow, I got to see it. And then I went home and watched it, and I was like, damn.
Were you really genuinely surprised that you made it that far in the competition?
Absolutely.
I couldn't believe, I thought you knew all along that you were that strong.
No, well, you're very kind to say that. Comics have never done well on the show. I'm going on the track record. And, you know, I really thought the quarterfinals would be my swan song. And everything beyond that was gravy. You didn't know. But based on years past, comics just got kicked to the curb early.
When it came down to the 2 acts, the dog act and you.
Which was shocking. I thought William Close was going to be there.
Right, the Earth Harp guy. Yeah. He did a great job.
You guys he was blew the early so much sunshine up his ass. I thought you guys...
We blew a ton of sun.
Yeah.
I thought, you know why? Because I was looking for a band to win, maybe.
Yeah.
And I realized what an unusual band this guy put together. It was totally unique and original and actually sounded good.
Yeah.
So I wasn't, you know, I just thought he was terrific.
Great dude, great backstory, all that
whole
stuff.
Thing.
This is what killed me, though. Howie kept saying, you got to step it up. His first audition, Williams he was the harp.
Right.
Second audition, the harp and a drummer. Third one, harp, drummer, band.
He stepped it up.
Ballerinas, and by the end, he had some chick flying around the goddamn thing above.
Yeah.
He had so much shit on and I'm like, what can I do? I could light my balls on fire. No one is going to give a shit. So, I mean, that's what I was up against the whole time as a monologist. I'm like, what do I do?
No, you had to come out each week and be funny. That's it. There's nothing you can do. You can't light your balls on fire.
Well, I was worried that you of all the judges were going to shit on me for the Comedy on Demand thing because I thought you were going to say it's a gimmick, what are you doing? Tell your jokes. So
I thought you showed off, and it just showed the depth of your material. I thought it was a brilliant move.
That was a tricky thing. I didn't know if that would work or not.
Did you ever attempt to sabotage the dogs backstage with one of those dog whistles or something where you could? I would think that I would do that if I was a contestant. I would have blown this dog whistle and fucked them up.
Get some meat, something.
Yeah,
you would do something.
Yeah, like plant gravy in the audience, something like that.
I will not besmirch that act. They're a great act. They get their dog treats from Lance Armstrong. I don't know what that means, but I am not bitter. I did draft Michael Vick to my fantasy football league the next day, but that was coincidental.
No.
Didn't you kidnap one of the dogs and drop it off at a Korean restaurant? Something like that, someone told me.
No. But if it were Korea's Got Talent, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have won.
So
anyway.
you growing up, you decide to become a comedian. Did you go to college?
I did.
And in college, you were going out and performing at all these different clubs?
No. Senior year, I did a muscular dystrophy telethon, had a showcase, a little thing, and I did that. And
first time ever you went up on a stage?
First time ever going up on stage.
Did you bomb?
The audience liked me, but I was disqualified because I said evil things about the faculty and the administration, so I was disqualified from the competition. But
did you actually have written jokes, like you had sat and thought about it?
Yeah. I had run for president of the student body.
Is it true when you ran for president of the student body, you lost to a dog?
No.
Is that true?
No, I lost to another dude, a human.
A human, yeah.
And up until then, I had painted myself as a goody two-shoes kind of guy. And so once I lost, I said, shit, all bets are off. So I just went up and just crapped all over the faculty, administration, the other fraternities, all this stuff. And the judges hated me, but the audience liked me. And I was like, wow, that was my first tease. I was like, I got to try this again.
So financially, what is the best year you could have as a comedian? Like, here you are when what was the year that you point to that you really made some good money doing this thing?
I'm in the midst of it right now
because of the show.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's fabulous.
Yeah, this is great.
Was there a time you almost said, "Hey, I'm not going to go do America's Got Talent because I don't want to stand in line"? Did you have to?
Absolutely. Yeah.
You had to stand in line with all the crazies, right?
This is 6 seasons, and people said to me, my style is kind of rapid fire, and for 90 seconds they were like, "You are the perfect guy to do this. Do it." And for 6 years, I said, "Screw that," because I would watch it, and Pierce would shit on whoever came up, and I'm like, I'm not going to have that British pussy shit all over me in front of 19 million people.
Not after all the work you put into it.
Exactly. So then, you come aboard and someone said, try it now. And I'm like, I'm not getting any younger. I'll give it a shot. So I went for it.
Were you thinking of leaving the business up until America's Got Talent? Like, were you actually considering it?
I was making a living. It's just I didn't want to be out on cruise ships anymore. I was doing gigs for fossils and foreigners out on the sea, and it just sucked.
And why does it suck so much? Is it because you're away from home and your kids?
Yeah, and you're off the radar. I mean, because if there's a last-minute audition, they're not going to send a helicopter for you. You're out in the middle of the Caribbean. You're done. You're screwed. So you miss everything.
What kind of money can you make being on a cruise? Can you make some decent bread, though?
It's decent. I mean, it's decent, and I liked working for those people. They were great, and it's wonderful, and I may do it again in the future at some point. But I don't. It's
And you were also doing like voiceovers to and you were doing very well at that, but even that business has kind of dried up in a sense.
You know what the issue with that is? Before you'd audition against maybe 100, 150 other guys. Now everybody can go into their walk-in closet with their laptop and audition. So now you're auditioning against 1,000 guys or 2,000 guys for the same spot, and it's just supply and demand.
What was the biggest commercial you ever did as a voiceover guy?
Voiceover. I was the voice of Pepsi Max and Doritos. God, the one.
You were the voice of Doritos.
Well, the product when they came out with Wow. First, it was Wow. Remember, there was the one with the Olestra. It had the
yeah. It was fat free.
Yeah. That didn't
the
take
issue
off.
with that was anal leakage. They had in their warning label, may experience anal leakage, and so they changed it to Doritos Max, and then they said abdominal crumping and loose stools, and that was a better. I swear to God, this is the truth. But I get to
Did
go
you
and
have
read
to
for all
say
those.
that?
Were you a Dorito? Did you play a Dorito?
No, that was beyond camera. I did most of the voiceovers. I did all the voiceovers.
So you were like, "Hey, I really liked Doritos are great," and you did that.
All that stuff, yeah.
No kidding.
Anal
Doritos
cramping
Max,
and
you know?
loose stools.
And I had the Gen X voice at the time, and I was a big fish in a small pond. But then that all kind of went away when I started going out on the road. If you're out on the road, you can't audition. If you can't audition, you can't book. So
and being out on the road must suck for you because, as far as I know, you're faithful to your wife, so you can't even get laid out on the road. It's
can't
not...
get laid, you know. And I really do miss. My wife knew what she was getting into. She's a comic, so she knew it. But the kids did not know, and they would literally sit on my luggage the night before and scream.
Aww.
And that was just it ripped your heart out. So you know.
But what can you do if you've done stand-up comedy your whole life? You couldn't leave it. I mean, at this point, you couldn't have, and so it's kind of a sad story, isn't it?
And
It's
you got to go on the road to make the money because you're not going to make it in the city. So you have to be out 2 weeks out of the month at least, banging out that crappy the Chuckle Hut in Nebraska.
So what do we do now?
Yeah.
How do we maximize this whole thing?
Oh, we're going to max.
What are we doing?
We're maxing.
What are we doing?
First
What's
of all,
the plan?
There's a plan. You've got to get a television show, right? I mean, that's the next move.
Your lips to God's ears. We will see what happens.
That's what's got to happen.
Well,
I've heard some rumors.
I've heard a couple
I heard NBC's
rumblings.
high on you.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
That's what I heard. I've got an inside voice in there.
They have been very nice to me so far.
How about a Tom Cotter T-shirt? What about that? I mean,
I don't know if we want that.
Maybe a Tom Cotter sweater. I mean, you've got that look down.
Yeah.
Everyone knows you for that.
I got to get the sweater back to Richard Simmons by noon.
Yeah,
it's a little gay.
And your wife is a stand-up comic
She
too?
is indeed.
Can't somebody have a stable job in that family?
No.
Right. Somebody's got to make a
living.
living.
Be in therapy by the time they're 10.
Does she go out on the road and work?
She does a little bit. We have a 5-year-old now, and we have twin 10-year-olds, so she's kind of anchored at home. She's like many wives. She's put her career on the back burner to raise her.
Does she ever write material for you? Will she say?
She does.
She does.
Yeah.
Because why not? I mean, when you were doing America's Got Talent, did she ever write some of the jokes that you used?
She helped me punch him up. You know, she and I both did. This is our third reality show on NBC. We both did Last Comic Standing.
Oh, did you?
How'd you do on that?
She went further than I did, and we hear about that every time we have a fight.
Right.
And then I did
true?
a little thing on To Catch a Predator, but I don't want to talk about that. But
To Catch a Predator?
Yeah,
That's not the place you want to show up.
No.
I'm pretty sure that was a joke.
Yes.
Yes.
She went further than I. She went to the finals of Last Comic Standing.
Last Comic
Did she really?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Carrie Louise.
Carrie Louise. But she's banking on you making it now.
Yes.
Well, she's busy at home with the kids.
Yeah, but maybe Tom should be home with the kids and Carrie Louise should be out there. Did you meet on the road?
We did. Yeah, it was a workplace romance. We were both Boston comics, and we went and did a ski gig together over New Year's. And my parents had a ski place up in New Hampshire, and I,
seduced her there.
Yeah, basically.
How long did it take you to get in her pants? One nighter, huh?
No, she made me work, man. She made me work hard. She didn't want to be one of those, there were certain comics that dated a lot of comedians, and one of them was named Comic Relief, and she didn't want to be that person, so she made me.
Did she date other comedians before?
She did. Yeah,
she did.
Yeah.
Who's her most
I would
famous?
much rather not discuss it because
You know
it
the
makes
whole
me
list?
nauseous and gives me loose stools and abdominal cramping.
Is it a long list of comedians?
It is a short list. Yeah.
A short. Now, while you were on America's Got Talent, some comics were very supportive, like Louis C.K. and Sarah Silverman. True?
Yes.
What, on Twitter they were?
Yeah, Jim Gaffigan and obviously Lisa Lampanelli and a lot of people. People who that was the thing. Here's the thing. I don't think they liked me. I think they liked the fact that a comic was doing okay in the show, and they didn't want the comic to lose to the guy getting shot out of the cannon. So I was kind of waving that banner. So people I didn't expect. My friends, Greg Fitzsimmons, your friend, other people were tweeting for me, but guys I did not expect to tweet for, and that I did not ask for, were, really sweet and really nice to do all that.
Yeah, because
I thought the judges gave a little too much coaching to that ventriloquist.
I gave him coaching. I put him back.
You literally told him what to do.
I absolutely did.
To stay on the show.
Absolutely.
Not fair. Not fair.
Of course, that's, first of all, Tom, what are you going to tell him? The guy has good material. That's it.
Yeah, and that's what you should be banking on, is a guy who already has the motivation and incentive and the talent.
They said,
not telling a guy what to do.
They said to me, do you have words of advice for these guys? And I said, yeah, if it was me and I had a dog act like that, I would use
I'd go get somebody to write for me.
That's right, because he didn't have good material. And I said, it's got to be super topical. Throw in some stuff that's going on in the political race. It was hot right then. And I told the guy, and the fucking guy went through. I know what I'm talking about.
I always resented
Howard, that got in my head.
You told him.
You told him to do that.
Yeah,
and so I was like, holy shit, Howard wants topical stuff. What do I do? And then I was like, oh, shit, I don't know if I want to do anything topical.
Well, it wasn't that. I saw his act, and I said, what could he do to win? If he just even does 6 mediocre jokes, all he needs is 6 with that great puppet.
Yeah.
Because that illusion is good with
it's
the puppet.
It's an awesome illusion.
And it's half dog, half puppet.
Yeah.
And I said, it's so great. I said, all he needs is like some Jay Leno type monologue stuff, and he will kill.
And then what did he do? He got the set of the Tonight Show on the stage and did exactly that.
And he went ahead. And the audience votes. I don't vote. They are asking me what he could do. I told him what he could do.
Yeah, but I thought that was it was almost like writing a prescription for him.
That's right. I'll do it for any of the candidates.
But Tom had to do it on his own.
Well, hey, good for Tom.
I mean, and the guy, you couldn't be with that guy for the rest of his career.
Hey, Robin, what are you attacking me for? Tom's the contestant, not me. What the fuck you want from me? I'm trying to make the show interesting. Trying to keep it real.
He was a great dude. I liked, all the competitors. I know people want you to throw other people under the bus, but they really were. We were sequestered for so long, in these
the little kids
rooms.
Didn't annoy you when they were dancing and shit?
No, they were my height. That hurt my feelings a little bit. But they were actually perfectly pleasant, and their parents a little annoying. But God, I've seen that so many times. When I used to do commercial stuff, you'd see these parents show up with these kids, and they wouldn't let the kids move because they, your hair's going to get messed up or whatever. And I'm like, let the kid be a kid. And the mother was always like 600 pounds, and she was like reliving her life, and God, I hated that. Yeah.
So you saw some of that going on back there.
Well, yeah, but most of them are nice.
Yeah. The ones without the whips. So when doing America's Got Talent and all this was going on, I was thinking about you, because then I read that you had some show on Comedy Central. You had a special. When that happened, you must have thought, wow, this is going to be the moment, right? They're going to give me a special on Comedy Central, and it's going to happen big for me.
Yeah. There are peaks and valleys, and the whole time you do the Tonight Show, you think that's going to be a bump, and that becomes, there's 12 people and a couple of cameramen watching you at that hour.
You did the Tonight Show with Jay Leno?
Yeah.
And did you go out and do stand-up?
Yeah.
And afterwards you go, hey, the calls are going to start coming in.
Yeah, and they did a little bit. I mean, you get work in the corporate world and stuff, and that's great, and that tape opens some doors for you, but nothing like this. This is just gigantic. This is a huge market, huge audience, and, it's just...
I'm so glad.
The numbers are ridiculous. So, it's really... I fucked a leprechaun. No question about it. I'm happy about it, and very happy.
Someone told me, because you have to work clean on NBC and everything, and I thought you did a great job of that. And then everyone said, if you go to see Tom in a nightclub, he works really dirty.
No, I'm not really dirty unless they want me to be, but, you play to your audience.
Is it easier to be dirty?
I just did 4 shows at Vinnie Brand's room, Stress Factory, and the second show Saturday night, I just unleashed hell. I just, all this pent up, I was filthy. And there were some older couples that came that thought they were going to see the clean-cut guy in the suit, and I just bummed them out horribly. But all the drunks dug it, so, it's really all I care about.
What do you ever say the C word for a cunt? You ever say that?
I think I've said it on stage once. No, that's a word I stay away from. But
right?
The F word. All my stuff
Well,
is
give us a little dirty material. We've never heard it.
I used to do a long bit about nipple hair. About,
you did?
Yeah, it was just a horrible bit about nipple hair, and that's not a clean bit of
nipple hair on a woman.
And my hope when I started comedy, my first 10 minutes was about having sex with a fat chick. That's all it was. It was 10 minutes on tagging a fat chick.
Is that something you still do in your act?
No, I've gotten rid of that a long time ago.
Well, why get rid of it? It sounds like something I'd want to hear.
Because it limits you. All the older comics kept coming up to. I started with Mike McCarthy, Joe Rogan, and myself kind of started in Boston at the same time, and we were the 3 amigos because no one wanted to work with us because we were filthy.
Oh, wow.
We would go up, none of the headliners wanted to follow us. They were like, it's not that we weren't, we were funnier than they were we just filthy, and they had to dig out of that hole when they got up there. So they're like, we don't want to work with them. So we were getting blackballed at all these clubs. And Rogan stuck to his guns. He was filthy and stayed filthy.
So funny, right?
I said, the other comics said, you got to clean it up or you're not going to work at country clubs or colleges or anything. So I kind of...
Did Rogan date your wife?
No.
Thank God.
Yeah, that's a horrible image. Thank you very much.
When you have sex with your wife, do you ever think of the other comics that did fuck her? I mean, do you ever...
Wow.
Do you? The answer is yes, right?
Come on. Wow.
That's
you
the mother of his children. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. I'm sorry. You have kids. I didn't know that. Well, I mean, I don't know. But you... So what was your take on having sex with fat women? Did you enjoy it, or was it just the bottom of the barrel kind of thing?
It's fun. It was
fun.
Yeah. The more
and you're a hero.
The better the pushing, and
Oh, so you liked
fat
it.
chicks are like mopeds. They're fun to ride, but you don't want your friends to see on them and all that stuff. Just, fat chick can suck a golf ball through a garden hose so she can turn your testicles into raisins in a matter of seconds. That was one of the lines. It was this long thing about never let them get on top because they'll crush you. It was just horrible. It was filthy.
Went on and on.
And then a clean comic would go up after that and go, the room's already ruined. I spoiled the room because now they had this image in their head, and then this guy's going to come up and talk about clean, clever shit. So
when you say other comedians were with your wife,
are
they good?
Shit.
Are they good comedians or are they bad comedians?
Well, they're all bad. They're all bad.
Were they headliners at least?
She had a couple of headliners.
She had a couple of headliners.
Yeah.
All right, good for her.
Yeah.
I like that.
No open micers.
Where's your wife? Is here today?
She is.
Can I say hello to her?
Howard.
Let me say hello to your wife.
My wife would love to. She would be honored to make your acquaintance. So yeah.
Carrie, you said her name.
Carrie Louise.
Carrie.
Yeah.
Carrie or
Louise.
Carrie?
Carrie.
Carrie Louise. Let me see Carrie Louise.
Formerly with
Carrie.
A heart over the eye.
She's beautiful.
Yeah, you are an attractive woman, I have to say.
She's a hot hunk of burning love.
Yes, you really are. Now, Carrie, if you won on Last Comic Standing, or if you came closer, why didn't you pick up the comedy career again and let Tom stay home with the kids?
I know.
Right? Think about it.
I know.
What,
that
you
would
lose
be,
a
that
coin
would be awesome.
toss?
I know. I think I did. I think I lost. He comes home after being on the road for a little bit, and he can't even deal with the kids for like 2 minutes. And I'm like, welcome to my world.
Right. Yeah. So who can? It's tough. He's burnt out.
She's Lebanese, though, so I can hit her, and that's good.
I
don't hit her.
So you were proud of him on America's Got Talent.
So proud of him. And thank you, too. I mean,
I loved him.
For loving him.
And you know when I got upset the most?
Uh-oh.
We share the same agent.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea. And and evidently the people at America's Got Talent knew the whole time. I didn't know.
NBC.
And NBC knew, and everyone knew. So some reporter called me and said, we're going with the story that the reason you're so high on Tom Carter is it's because you have the same agent. And at that point I knew, and I went, oh, that's so unfair to Tom. I didn't care about me. You want to accuse me of, first of all, what am I going to get out of Tom having a successful career? My agent isn't going to cut me in. Number two, my agent wasn't working directly with you. He has a big agency.
Dude, you're the top of the food chain. I'm way down.
Well, my agent came to me maybe the fourth week in or something and said, oh, by the way, we have a client in this. I didn't even know. He didn't even know.
And I was completely vetted by NBC and everything because, we were worried that might look like impropriety or something, and they said absolutely not, because there's thousands of clients of the Don Buchwald agency, and you're like his only guy.
Right.
And I have, a fine under agent, Tony Burton, who's a fine human being, hung like a farm animal. And,
is that true?
Yeah.
How do you know
Chickens
that?
are farm animals.
Yeah.
And we...
I told him.
So I know, I don't get Don on the phone. I can't talk to Don. Don's your guy. So, yeah. But anyway, that annoyed me, too. And then I wanted to respond, but they wouldn't let me. NBC said, shut up.
They told me not to respond, but I said, that's not fair to Tom. I mean, because it takes away the fact that the guy's really talented.
And then they never ran with the story anyway.
No, they never
even
did.
brought it up.
God,
Chicken
that was a
shits.
scary time.
Yeah. Then I was upset they didn't bring it up. Now, Kerry, it's not lost on me that you're a very attractive woman.
Keep it clean here.
No, you're very attractive. And I could see on the road other comedians must have hit on you like crazy. I mean, like crazy.
It was more comedians because just normal guys wouldn't want to. They felt intimidated. So the only people I could date were comedians.
Right. I understand that.
No one else would come on to me, just except comics.
Right. Now, what was it about Tom, out of all the other comics, that made you want to marry him?
I don't even know, because my New Year's New Year's when we it was New Year's Eve show. And my New Year's resolution was don't date any more comics. I didn't want to date any more comics.
Why? Because they had hurt you in the sense that they would go out with you and then be on to the next girl?
Yeah, and they weren't normal people. I think that's what Tom was normal. He was a normal, loyal guy, I thought. And it took me a while, though, to really... Took a long time.
Long time.
How long did you make him wait before you allowed him into your love cave?
He said he thinks it's 3 months. That's not that
3
long.
months? That's huge.
3 months.
See, it's huge for a guy. I didn't think it was that long.
Oh, for you, it's
the second week.
Oh, my God.
By the second week when she was asleep, I was jerking off on her, which is it was kind of...
Is that true?
No, that's
we
not.
Would do. I mean, we were doing a lot. We were doing a lot before, that.
You would give him a hand job at least to release his pressure.
Yeah.
Well, that was nice.
Yeah.
I was doing a lot of stuff.
You would blow him before?
Yeah.
Oh, you would?
It was satisfying him. Remember that thing that we tried to do with the Hakoko?
What?
Basement apartment.
Yeah.
Remember that?
I got third-degree burns on my penis.
What happened? You were not having intercourse.
I read something that if you get your mouth really hot right when he was about to. So I had hot cocoa.
I cannot believe we're talking about this.
I'm remembering this right now.
So you put hot cocoa?
Hot cocoa by the bed, right?
Right.
And
you're blowing him.
Then I would drink some hot cocoa and then continue it.
Oh, my
and it's
goodness.
supposed to be really good, but it didn't work out because it was too hot.
And it burned his penis?
It was a Swiss miss. I can tell you that right now.
Did you really have burns on your penis?
I don't want to discuss it.
I tried to be creative because, so I was good.
She tried. She made the effort. Yeah.
Look at Tom. Hot cocoa.
Yeah,
but why didn't the hot cocoa burn your mouth? Did you put it in your mouth first and then put it?
Well, we drink the hot cocoa and then and it was too hot, and then by the time it was ready, he was not ready.
Sensory overload. Just couldn't handle it. I mean,
Wow, yeah, it's too much.
You don't need to improve on a mouth. The mouth is perfect. There's nothing you can do in there to make it better. It's like,
But I like that you're up for experimentation. Do you feel you're still as open to crazy things, or has that kind of romantic love?
Has totally.
Yeah. Let me tell you, marriage.
Too exhausted.
After about 3 years of marriage, her whole was off limits, and it's still is. Cobwebs.
Well, how often do you guys have sex?
Jesus, honey, when was the last? God, what was
really
the Reagan administration?
Is it true? Do you really have you not had sex in a long time?
Well, I was away. I was in Vegas, and I just got back 2 nights ago, and we had her whole family there for Thanksgiving, so I couldn't stuff the turkey, if you will.
When's the last time you blew Tom? During America's Got Talent at all?
No, when she came to visit me in Vegas.
Vegas.
Oh, you did?
I showed up in Vegas.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, how nice.
Kids were in the next room. It's hard,
Yeah.
Howard.
And you blew him. That's so sweet.
I cannot believe this is the conversation
We
we're
didn't
having.
have hot cocoa.
How about those Giants? They won last night.
Unbelievable, right?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, we're talking manly stuff. No, but you're a very attractive woman. I can imagine you got a lot of action or guys hitting on you constantly, comedians. Who was the biggest headliner you ever were with?
This is going to make me very uncomfortable.
Sam Kinison? Pee Wee Herman?
Oh, stop.
Who was it?
No, this
Pee Wee
is-
Herman.
This is Boston headline. Oh, well, I kissed.
Who?
Do I have to kiss him? Should I?
Jay Leno?
Go ahead.
Who'd you kiss? Greg Fitzsimmons?
What's his name? No, Colin Quinn.
Quinn.
Colin Quinn you kissed?
Colin Quinn?
Yeah.
Wow.
This was during a breakup with Tom and I, because we
Yeah.
were going out for 6 years before he decided that he wanted to, and we had and I said, forget it, I'm done. It was
You
during the
dated him
breakup
for
I
6
dated-
years?
You went and
I
kissed
dated
Colin Quinn?
Yes.
Well, why didn't you go all the way with Colin Quinn?
I don't know. He's more like a child. He was like a child. He's a child.
Colin is like a child.
I like Colin. He's a really nice guy, but
Right.
Yeah.
I love Tom. I love Tom. I did not want to break up with Tom.
So you said to Tom, "Hey Tom, it's time to get married already."
Yeah,
and he was.
like,
You weren't going to marry her. Look at her.
Well, you know, I just.
And she's had
See?
2. How many kids you got? 2.
I was
3.
3, and look at that
we know
body.
of.
Well, the third
Yeah.
one really.
It messed you up.
I'm all strapped up and duct taped and stuff.
Are you really? Because your
Yeah.
body looks slamming.
Well-
Can you wear a bikini?
Yes, she can.
Yeah,
She can rock a
sometimes.
bikini.
So what are you talking about?
Well, it's
Well,
and
you got
those are
stretch
real.
marks?
See those titties? Those
I
are
don't have stretch
absolutely
Are those
real.
titties real?
Those are
I didn't think they
perfect.
were.
They are
What are they,
absolutely
Wow,
real.
Tom.
it's a good.
Is that a D cup?
No, see,
See, and they're real?
they're real.
Are they floppy or are they?
Yeah, they're long.
They
They're
are
long.
not.
My
They're
son
perfect.
came in. My 5-year-old son, came barging into the bathroom and started crying about something. And then, before he left, he's like, "Mommy, your boobies are really long."
Like cucumber titties?
So yeah, I don't know. I need this. I need a lift
A
and
lift.
a tuck. So
Why,
he
you
needs
got-
that TV show.
You got the, yeah, you need a TV
Yeah,
show.
I do.
You really do
Yeah.
need. In fact, I'm thinking the two of you need a TV show together.
Well,
This is pretty strong dynamic.
yeah, well.
When
Check it out.
when I'm not strapped in and duct taped, and it's that time of the month, I look 4 months pregnant.
So when you make love to Tom, do you do it in the dark because you don't want him to see your stretch marks and stuff?
She doesn't have
I
stretch
don't
marks.
have stretch marks.
No.
Oh, so then what do
I
you
am
have?
lucky I don't have stretch marks, but it's like that. See, it's like my belly remembers the twins, and
Yeah.
that time of the month. If I haven't shit in a while, I look 4 months pregnant.
That's
I'm
my
not
beautiful
lying.
bride. That's my beautiful. That's the mother of my children,
No,
everybody.
I just want
Thanks
the
for tuning in
I'm-
today.
I'm
Holy
here for a
shit.
cause. I want the tummy tuck.
Oh my God.
You want one?
I need one. Yeah, I need
But
my
when they do it,
my-
sometimes
my
it's like a big
muscles-
scar.
My muscles. I have a C-section
Oh, you do?
because of the twins.
Right.
So
The
they'll
twins
just go
came
right
out
in my
through the
C-section.
sunroof. My Tommy, my youngest, was D-back, so she had the worst of both
Yeah, I
worlds.
don't know
She
what
is
I was
just
thinking.
ruined
What do you
down
mean?
there.
What was so bad?
Because
You
I
said-
wanted to know what it was like for for a vagina.
Vaginal.
Vaginal
Yeah,
birth.
she
What
wanted
was
to
I
know what it
thinking?
was
'Cause
like, but
now-
anal fucking hurts. Yeah, so we can't do that. But we can fucking pull kids out of every other goddamn orifice.
Why won't you
now,
get an
Robin,
anal?
now when I sneeze, I pee my pants.
Oh, no.
Stupid. I was already cut up. Why
Oh,
didn't I
good.
let myself get cut up?
This is
still?
really great.
That was
I'm glad I
dumb.
got up this morning.
Wait, what you're complaining about is you had a C-section,
With the twins.
With the
One
twins.
Was breached.
and then you said, oh, on the third one, I want to try it vaginally.
Yeah.
Right.
I
And
want to
then-
know what it's like.
Because why would I need a tight vagina? Why would I need that? That's
Right.
why on
So
earth?
now do you have
I
like
wasn't
roast beef
thinking.
lips?
No, but when I do jumping jacks or sneeze or cough,
Yeah.
I pee my pants.
Is that really
She's
true?
got that little,
little
that
pee.
happens,
Yeah, that
Howard.
happens. I know. So I need
That's
that
hot.
operation too.
I
That's
think that's
hot.
hot. If you peed your pants, I think that's so hot.
Get her in the tickle chair. You
That's
could make
it.
it
Oh,
happen.
don't do that.
Tom, I think your wife's
Robin,
super
there's an
hot.
operation that
Thank
can
you,
do
sir.
that. It can tie up your
Right,
vagina.
you can tighten up things.
So
yeah.
I need that operation too. I need
Yeah.
a lot of work.
NBC just called Tom. They're giving the show to your wife.
I don't blame them. They made a fine choice. Yes.
Yeah.
Look, they already did the show with one comedian. They need to do a show with two comedians who are married to each other.
Why don't you give Tom anal, though? He's complaining in
You know, let me jump in here. We decided on our 5-year anniversary that we were going to try
anal.
And I was going to have to do the laundry and the dishes for a week. And we did, and I'll tell you something, that strap-on fucking killed. I can't even sit down. I'm glad I'm a stand-up.
You're not open to anal?
Dishes for a week. For me to do that, I'd have to have a lot more than dishes for a week. You doing the dishes for the week. It would have to be a big contract,
Are you afraid of
Howard.
it? Are you afraid of it?
I'm not afraid of it.
Do you want to try it? Do you want to try it? You did?
We did.
How about those Giants? Unbelievable.
You tried and it didn't
Eli
work
was
out.
on fire.
You couldn't get it in.
No, we did it once, right?
Can we talk about how huge my penis is? Because
is it huge?
Yes, it hurts. It's really big.
God, I love you. I love you so much.
Is it really
so
big?
big that it has like angles and like look, it sways.
It turns corners.
Yeah.
What do you mean it has angles? Because
Like
I
it
don't have
turns
any.
corners. It sways to the left.
I'm bent a little.
You're that big? Oh, you're bent.
He can do a helicopter trick.
How many inches do you think he is? Do you ever measure him?
We never measured you, honey.
No.
Why don't you do that now?
I should.
Yeah. Remember to measure from his ball so he doesn't go to his head.
Can I tell him about the helicopter trick that you do?
Let's not do that.
Do it.
No.
He can jump up and down like in a way.
Jump up and down and make it flap?
And his penis goes around in circles like a helicopter.
Oh, my goodness. Now, see, you should have done that on the show. You would have won.
He would have won.
I can't do that. You could have won ATT. You would have beaten
You
those
could have
dogs.
beat those dogs. It kind of looks like a dog backflipping.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Wow.
You could have taken flight above the audience. Imagine if you lifted off the ground. Wow, I wish I could do that. I have nothing. If I jumped up and down, nothing would happen.
Yeah.
There's no helicoptering.
It's a skill. It's a skill that gets you nowhere in life, but it's a skill. Yeah.
Isn't that how Vic Morrow died? With a helicopter thing?
Yeah, he was cut by the blades of Tom's penis.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that's a visual. Yeah.
You guys are such a great couple. You think Tom should have won, right? I mean, I really I thought he was going to get it.
I thought he was going to get it, too.
I love the dogs, don't get me wrong. I think it was even good for America's Got Talent that a dog act won in a sense.
So do I. Yeah.
But I would have felt a lot better if a comedian won, because I went in there with the goal to find someone who could really go to the next level, big break in their career, blah, blah, blah. And I think the dogs will do well. They'll always do well. That's a great act. But, Tom should have just won. I think.
Well, you're very kind to say that. The dogs, I will say this, though. I've worked with a lot of magicians where they abuse the animals. They shove the doves up their sleeves and they cram the rabbit in the hat.
Right.
But these guys could not be nicer to these dogs backstage. They fucking love these dogs.
Yeah, I got that vibe, too.
Yeah, they're really great guys, and it's a great act, and I'm no bitterness at all. I think they're really, really great. So.
Really no bitterness?
No.
You're a good man.
No, well.
With a big cock.
With a helicopter cock, apparently.
Why would you try to put that thing in your ass? I mean, if it's that big, I
Well,
don't...
that was before marriage.
Oh, so you hated it, though, because you never went back there again.
Do you remember? It was so long ago. Did I hate it?
Maybe that was Colin Quinn, honey, because I don't remember that. And Jesus Christ.
I'm surprised Colin didn't fall madly in love with you.
They all did.
They did, huh?
Yeah, she had.
So what made you go back and marry her? Because you got jealous when you heard about Colin Quinn?
Yeah, our breakups were just brutal, and we.
What were you fighting about? Just about marriage?
I was nervous. She painted me into a corner the second time and said, "Play me or trade me," and
I didn't mean to. I didn't want to. You made me.
I got stubborn and said, well, "Nobody tells me
Why
what to do."
Were your parents pressuring you to? Hey, this guy's got to marry you already?
Everybody was. And I was pressuring myself. Howard, I'm not that young. We were old when we got married. We started late.
How old were you?
38. I was 38 when I got married.
So you had to have kids.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I knew that's what I wanted. I loved Tom, but I knew that I wanted kids more than
And Tom probably wanted just to be on the road and not even have
I
kids.
got into comedy to chase skirt, and for years, and so to break away from that was difficult. But I like monogamy.
You cheating
I
at all?
prefer monogamy because I'm not good with names, so it's good for us. And,
You're not cheating at all, though.
My hand, I'm a
on the
chain
road.
stroker.
Well,
I don't
that's
mind
okay.
telling you that. I'm fucking hardcore.
Would you tell him right now with me listening right now? If
Yeah.
he were?
Yeah. Of
I
course he
hope to
would.
God he's not. I said to him, I said, he could leave me right now because he's getting a lot of recognition. All these girls are coming up to him and, oh my God, you're so funny, Tom Carter. I
Right.
don't even go to his Facebook page because it would drive me crazy.
Right.
But I said to him, he could divorce me and get a trophy wife. But I said, why don't you make me a trophy wife?
You are a trophy,
Right.
baby.
Turn
You're
you,
my trophy.
Yeah, turn you into a trophy.
It's cheaper because I'll take him for all he's worth. if he
Oh,
wants it.
Jesus. Here you go.
What is
There's
this?
the cover of your CD. That's the
Oh,
cover
look
of her
at
CD.
you.
Oh my God, how did
where's
you
this
get
picture
that?
from?
Mike,
Nice.
that's the cover of my CD.
The internet.
Nice body. When was this taken?
That was before the third one. The third one really did me in.
But that was after the twins.
That was after the twins.
No, you are hot.
Howard, that's a scratch and sniff photo. Give it a whiff.
Smell good, too.
Strawberries, right? Delicious.
Nice. Smell like paper. See Tom's New Year's Eve show at the Comedy Connection in Providence, Rhode Island.
Quit bragging. Yes,
That's
Providence.
a big one.
Oh, yeah.
And for more information and additional dates, go to TomCotter.com. And all you hot chicks who are telling Tom now how funny he is on his Facebook page, there's a woman here who was with him when, he wasn't getting this kind of recognition.
When
So
he was
back off a
bald.
little bit. That's right.
Yeah.
When he
I loved
wasn't
him
happening.
When he was bald.
When he was bald.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Hair plugs, dude.
Is that right?
12 grand.
Really?
Yeah.
They
12
did a
grand.
good job. You
12
got the
grand.
operation.
I should have had, I should have saved the money and shaved my head. That's what
What
I
the hell are
should've
hair plugs like, though? Does it hurt when they stick them in?
done. Yeah, it was,
Where do they
like
get the hair
like
from?
a trip to the dentist from the back of your head. They move it from the back of your head to the front of your head, and then it grows.
Nice.
And so, this is programmed the hair in the back of your head is programmed to grow longer, so I will end up with a plug hawk when I'm old, which will be ridiculous.
How many times did you have to get it done?
Twice.
Twice, because it starts to fall out a couple of times, right?
You know what killed me? I got it done because I wanted to do more commercial work, on-camera commercial work, and I'm sitting on the couch with a million scabs on my head, watching TV, and every fucking commercial is a bald dude, and I'm like, you motherfucker.
Now bald is in.
Jesus
You went through
Christ.
that hell.
Yeah.
Wow.
But, yeah.
Are you glad he did it? You like it?
Yeah, I like it.
Hey, it looks good.
Yeah, it looks good.
Right. Well, listen, girls. Hey, and by the way, girls, if you're going to go on Tom's Facebook page, go to Colin Quinn's page. He's not married.
Jesus.
Right? You two are a cute couple.
Right into therapy after this. Thank you for that. Appreciate that.
Are you in therapy?
Rehab and therapy. No, we should be, though.
Where do you guys live now? In Boston still?
No.
Where?
Rockland County.
Oh, Rockland County, New York.
We love Rockland. Woo, Rockland.
All right. Well, listen.
Rock on, Rockland.
That's right.
You two are a great couple. Tom, congratulations on your almost win on
Thank you,
America's Got
sir.
Talent.
Honored, and I appreciate your help along the way and your excellent taste in comedy. And
I was honored that you were on the show. I was really excited you were there.
You made the show.
And send me some naked pictures of your wife. I'd like to see
Sure,
those.
let me get right on that. As soon as I
You
leave
owe
here.
him. Yeah, you owe him.
That's right. And let's face it.
Yes, sir.
What did we learn, Robin?
We learned that he has a helicopter penis.
Right.
That's the most important thing.
I can't believe you have a helicopter penis. The whole time I was looking at you on stage, I wasn't thinking helicopter penis.
I never thought that.
We learned that Kerry has a tight rectum.
That's right. That's right.
A loose vagina.
Damn
And
near
peas.
killed him.
Why do you think you never went back to anal again? Was it bad for you?
I don't know. Maybe because it was, yeah.
Because
maybe
I
it
want my
wasn't
wife to
enjoyable.
enjoy sex, and when she's screaming in agony and bleeding from the rectum, I'm not getting off on that.
Were you bleeding from it?
I don't think, I didn't know.
Did duty come out?
I'm glad her parents are tuning into this.
Where are your parents right now? Oh, who cares about
Yeah,
that?
they don't. I don't think they.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about it.
I hope they don't. I hope they don't ever hear this and
Duty.
find this.
All right, listen, you two.
Yes.
You know what? We've learned enough.
Yes, we have.
Certainly have.
Too much.
Too much we've learned.
Too much.
Well, I am saying officially Tom Carter and his wife should have a TV show together.
Honored.
Me too.
Thank you.
That's right. Well, one of you should have a TV show.
One of us.
I'm for any one of you having it.
I will stay at home and be a bitch. I don't care. Please, let me do that.
I don't know, honey.
Yeah.
Can you handle that?
I can. Yeah.
Well, seriously,
absolutely.
Tom, you got to get a TV show.
He does.
Your lips to God's ears. We'll
Talk
see what
show.
happens. Yeah.
Talk show, something. It's good. Funny. All right. We'll be back right after these words.
I'm afraid to leave her in there alone.
Tom, I feel bad.
Do you?
I feel bad.
Do you really feel bad?
Well, I feel
I
badly.
think you're full of shit. I don't think you feel bad at all.
Well, I spoke to you earlier and treated you like a normal guy, not like a guy with a helicopter penis that deserves a lot more respect.
Yield to the helicopter. That's all I have to say.
I mean, I'd be like one of those little pinwheel hats compared to you. So
I'd show it to you, but you don't have enough money.
what will? I heard you say damage control. What's that
You
going
kidding
to
me?
entail?
I'm sure my Facebook and my internet is just blowing off. God, I knew he was going to do this too. They said, don't bring your wife because he's going to pull her in the studio and he's going to ask her if all her caves have been explored and all the other things. And I'm like, oh, Jesus.
Carrie.
She's like, I want to go. I want to go. Hey, man.
Carrie, come talk to us for a second.
Carrie.
So you went from the green room to the studio, and then all of a sudden you're setting it on fire. I mean, you were really funny to me.
Oh.
Yeah. The green room to the red face.
I hope my parents don't ever find out.
They're going to
about
hear it. You
this
know,
whole
they've
thing.
already heard about it. It's already out there.
But they're not in tune to like the internet world.
Everyone is calling them right now.
Oh God!
And telling them, and
And
you just
we're-
blabbered on about.
So usually when Howard wants to meet someone's wife or significant other, they're very nervous and kind of tight-lipped in there, and you went in and you seemed comfortable and you were witty and you were making fun of your husband and you're like...
I'm here for a cause. I want the tummy tuck and the trophy wife dream
that's all
I'm
she cares
having.
about.
Because I don't want him to go and leave me for a trophy wife. I want to be the trophy wife.
So you were motivated when you went
I'm
to the
motivated,
studio. I
yes.
like that.
I think that's what it is.
Would
All
you
right.
leave this? Who would leave that?
I wouldn't.
No one would leave that.
Hell no.
No.
You did once.
That
Should
was
we go
when
there
we were
again?
Dating. We were dating.
It's a nice house already.
Jesus.
How's the chick?
All right, guys. Great interview today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We got an old friend of the show here, Steve-O.
Old friend, new outlook on life.
Yeah, very new outlook on life. Very straight looking, not crazy, not all